The road show continues tonight for the Alexandria Cardinal volleyball team. A fourth Central Lakes Conference match and a third road trip for last year's Class AAA state champions. And the matchup tonight should be a dandy. Rocori versus Alexandria for the first of two regular season meetings. These teams played 3 times in 2024. Alexandria was able to prevail in all 3, including a 4-set victory in the Section A AAA final over at Sartell on Halloween of last year. The varsity competition should be getting underway as we get close to the top of the hour. We welcome you to our Jutna Motors pregame show as we come to you from Rocori High School in Cold Spring. My name is Dave McClurg. I've got 2 partners with me helping to make our broadcast possible. JP Boleen is behind the camera tonight doing the live video streaming on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. And joining me for the commentary tonight is Coach Z, Tim Zupfer. And Tim, I would anticipate we're going to have another excellent match. I know Rocori's a sub-500 team in terms of the one-loss record, but visiting with Coach Heidi Willenbring out ahead of our broadcast, she's pretty upbeat. She knows that her team has played a difficult schedule, especially with a non-conference match against Minnesota earlier this week. Only one CLC match, and that was extended down in Wilmer last week. Alexandria is off to a nice start here in 2025. I think this will be a very good test for the visitors.
Well, this has always been a difficult place to win a volleyball game. Both programs have solid reputations, and I think you've mentioned played them 3 times last year in 3 very competitive matches, and I anticipate the same tonight.
Alexandria coming in off a 5-set win over Detroit Lakes. I know that we had the opportunity to be in on the excitement at the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse 2 nights ago. But, Tim, what were some of the impressions that you got out of the Alexandria performance from Tuesday night?
Well, I guess the biggest thing I got out of it after, getting beat pretty solidly in set 3, I was impressed with the Cardinal resolve and coming back with a solid win in set 4, and then being down early in set 5 and rallying to come back and win that set as well. The team's been very, very resilient, and we've mentioned, especially with a couple of players that we've interviewed after the meets, they're in good shape. So I think it'll be important to get off to a good start tonight.
Yeah, and we'll find out if that can be the case. In both of the 5-set victories that Alexandria has recorded so far, the opposing team has won the opening set, so Alexandria's had to go 3-1 to get the 5-set wins at both Sartell and at Detroit Lakes. Rocori is a team that, we do the initial browsing of the roster, and there were some major players that were part of a very successful Spartans team the last few years that have now moved on to graduation. Yet there are some upperclassmen as part of this team, and, I think Rocori in some ways is a little bit like a school such as Alexandria. They've got a good reputation going right now, and while the roster may change bit by bit, year by year, the Spartans are still going to provide a very quality test.
Yeah, they will. And they've got, I remember seeing, a 7th grade match with Alexandria and Rocori, and a number of those kids are up playing varsity level volleyball now or JV varsity volleyball. So, the program's consistently been good for Rocori as it has for Alexandria. So they graduate some very talented players, but they've got the reputation in the program where they're developing at the lower levels and ready to move into bigger roles.
I know Heidi Willenbring has been the head coach here for the Spartans for the last few years, but I think there's a familiar person that you may know that has been well connected to the Spartan volleyball community. Have you had the opportunity to see if Ted Faber is in the gymnasium tonight?
He's one of our line judges.
Ah, okay. So he is, yes, I see that over in the northwest corner of the gymnasium here. So I think you probably know him as, a multi-sport coach here at Rocori from years gone by.
Yeah, he's been in both boys and girls basketball programs. He guided the volleyball team for a number of years, and he and I were both head girls golf coaches together, so know Ted very well. In fact, I officiated some of his volleyball matches. I was a line judge for a number of his volleyball matches, so plus hitting up with each other during the golf season 7-8 times as well.
Now, I say this kind of tongue-in-cheek and everything like that. Coach Faber didn't razz you when he was on the bench as the head coach all that much, did he? Or
there was one line judge call he didn't like, and he went back and saw the film, and he couldn't determine whether, he still wasn't sure the call was right or wrong. And I got a phone call a couple nights later. He apologized for getting after me.
Very good. Nice to see Ted Faber, a longtime Rocori coach, as Tim mentioned, across a lot of different sports here. We've got varsity volleyball coming your way at the top of the hour as Rocori, 0-1 in the Central Lakes Conference, 2-4 overall, faces the Alexandria Cardinals, who will be playing their 4th match of the season and already the 4th Central Lakes Conference match of the year. These two teams will play each other twice and only 2 times here in 2025. The Spartans will travel to Alexandria for a match 3 weeks from tonight. We will have that for you on KXRA Radio with the additional live video streaming on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. We do extend our appreciation to Integrity Title of Alexandria for being our signature streaming sponsor, helping to bring you our live video broadcasts of Alexandria Cardinal sporting activities all throughout the 2025-26 school year. Special thanks as well to Jutner Motors, involved in bringing you the pregame show. Jutner Motors sponsors our pre-match and post-match coverage for every Alexandria Cardinal volleyball match that we have. Of course, Jutner Motors is your best price dealer in Alexandria, featuring Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Lincoln, Ford, and Chrysler. The JV match is winding down to its conclusion. The 3rd set, right now 12-11 in favor of Alexandria, and they're just a few points away from deciding that. We're going to take our first break during our Jutner Motors pre-match coverage. When we return to Rocori High School, you'll hear my conversation with the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinals girls volleyball team. Mary Byrne will be with us after this timeout.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks. Custom wood creations. Designed for beauty, built for life.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted Best Real Estate Company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
We welcome you back to Rocori High School with more of our pre-match coverage. On the way at the top of the hour, we'll have Alexandria versus Rocori in a Central Lakes Conference volleyball competition. Tim Zuffer will be back with me on the air. And, of course, you can watch tonight's match on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. J.P. Boleen is providing the video work for that. I'm Dave McClurg, and our Alamere Health Coaches Comments feature is with Alexandria volleyball coach Mary Byrne. Mary, second road trip of the week here tonight as your team is in Cold Spring, but going back to the road trip to Detroit Lakes on Tuesday, again, another exciting match. Lakers, in my mind, played quite well on their home floor. It was their home opener, and they had a nice crowd to show their support and everything, but as you have had a couple of days to kind of analyze what transpired, how was your team able to go away from Detroit Lakes with a 5-set win?
We played very sluggish, but I can't take anything away from DL. They played outstanding, and they really managed the ball well and just, kept pushing it back on our side of the court, and we didn't handle it very well. Happy to come out with a win on that one.
I know that it seemed like as I was watching and commentating the other night, Detroit Lakes was having a lot of success attacking from their left side, whether it was Carly Reller or later on Talon Anderson would kind of rotate through, but it seemed like a lot of their offense was coming from that side. Defensively, do you feel that your girls were able to make a few adjustments as that match went along in terms of trying to diffuse that?
A little bit. It took us, we tried to make the adjustment in the first set, and it took us until about the fourth set to execute it. But we're a young team, and it's just going to be that way sometimes, and you just got to hang with them and trust them. And they finally got to it in the fourth set, and I thought we really took control of the match in that fourth set. I know the fifth set was tight, but just felt like we were still had the momentum on our side. But we did try to move the block in. They're hard. Their outsides are hard to block because they come flying in, and so your instinct is to just jump when they jump, and so we were up way too early on them.
I know that when I've visited with you in previous conversations, you've talked about part of the key to success, if you will, is what we do after first contact when you're on serve receive and everything like that. How would you assess that aspect of the game from Tuesday?
Detroit Lakes served really, really well. So our passers really struggled a little bit. The gym is a little bit different environment, not having a wall and seeing students on the other side. So I think that affected us a little bit. But our passing came around about the third set, middle of the third set. So we struggled passing-wise. Once we got our pass going, then our serve started going. So they kind of go hand in hand.
It is interesting, Mary, because I think for the match, as I was keeping stats, I think the Cardinals missed 6 serves on the night. 3 or 4 of those were in the second set alone where your team was able to win, but I think only 1 service miss in the last 3 sets combined. Is that the girls getting a little more familiar with having a crowd in the background and things like that, because they were kind of serving into the direction where the Detroit Lake students were sitting?
Right, and I don't think our serves were very strong, very tough, so maybe that's why we didn't miss very many. But yeah, every gym is an adjustment, so we'll see how we do tonight.
I know that you had to be thrilled coming away with the victory. Set number 5, I think your team got as close to the brink as you could without having Detroit Lakes take that game away. How would you assess what your team was able to do to close out set 5? Because I think at one point the Lakers were up 11-7, so they were pretty close to the finish line at that point.
I was pretty nervous at 11-7, I'm going to admit, but really was just getting the team to just stay in our bubble and focus on us. And they did that. They really leaned on each other and supported each other and just made plays at the right time. And once we got within one there, I think it was 11-10, and then probably tied it up, you could really just feel the momentum shift. And I think Detroit Lakes maybe felt a little bit of pressure at that point.
It turns out that I think the Lakers' last 2 attacks both went into the net. So I don't know if that was just, tactical errors on their part, but I also maybe think that, playing a 5-set match draws a lot of energy out of you, which leads me to the conditioning question, which I've had 1 or 2 of your players talk about. How did you feel about the stamina of your team, playing into, basically a 2+ hour match and moving into that 3rd hour?
Yeah, the endurance is very strong. So I feel very good about the conditioning factor for us. And, it's paid off in 2 matches already. But I think, just with every match, we're going to get better and better just because we are starting a very young group. But it's nice to see that the 2 days paid off and really makes a difference. And it's paying off because the players have bought into it and understand that that's part of the game as well.
Our Alamere Health Coaches Comments feature is with the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal volleyball team, Mary Byrne, as we've got play-by-play of the Cardinals and the Rocori Spartans coming your way in just a little while. Mary, I know that the weekend will have your team quite busy down in the southwestern part of the state. I'm not sure if the name of this is the Southwest Minnesota Challenge or if it goes by a different name, but how excited are you to be involved in this tournament down in Marshall?
Well, we're excited to be involved in it, but that's a long ways away in my mind. Right now, we're really focused on Rocori, but it's an exciting event. And just the best teams across the entire state are there, and it's really a great atmosphere and just really strong competition. So that definitely will be testing our group there. But we're really focused on tonight's match.
Yeah, I don't want to look too far ahead, but are both of the Lakeville Public Schools, North and South, among the teams that are going to be in that field? I think you might have played one of those at the tournament last year.
Yeah, correct. And then, just a ton of teams. We start out with Burnsville, but Chanhassen is there, Chaska's there. I mean, it's just really a lot of metro teams that are in the top 10 in 4A will be at the tournament. So it's going to be fun.
Let's focus on tonight's match with the Rocori Spartans. It's interesting. All 3 of the head-to-head meetings last year were highly competitive. Somehow the section final did not go 5 sets like the 2 regular season matches did, but the rosters have changed a bit from last year to this. But what might you expect out of this evening's competition in Cold Spring?
We expect another tough competition. They're a very senior-dominated team, so lots of experience for Rocori. So it's going to be another fight, most definitely tonight.
Yeah, and as you get together with your players to, go through some basics, how-tos in terms of trying to get a win here in Cold Spring, what will ultimately be some of the bigger factors, considering that we don't have stands on all 4 sides like we did 2 nights ago up in Detroit Lakes?
Yeah, it's more of an environment that we are used to. Correlates with our gym, but we need to serve very strong. I mean, that's emphasis, and we want to really put up a disciplined block tonight.
How are you feeling about the blocking that you've been able to see in these first few matches so far? I know Campbell Jensen and Sidney Croct have been able to get some hands-on balls. I had Campbell with a few ace blocks the other night up at DL, but are you seeing some encouraging things there?
We started out very strong with blocking. I think we kind of lapsed a little bit our last couple matches, so that's why we've put some emphasis on it to really get that back, because it's definitely a strength of ours.
Very good. Mary, best wishes to you and the Alexandria Cardinals, not only this evening against Rocori, but during the coming weekend as well. First things first, have a great performance tonight.
All right, thank you.
There is the head coach of the 2024 Class AAA state champion Alexandria Cardinal volleyball team, Mary Byrne. Our special guest is part of our Coaches Comments feature presented to you by Alamere Health. It's better here.
And we do welcome you to our broadcast of prep volleyball tonight. Alexandria and Rocori still about 15 minutes away from getting the varsity competition underway. The first of the two meetings this year between the Alexandria Cardinals and the Rocori Spartans. These teams did play all the way at the end of the Section 8 AAA tournament last year, as Alexandria was able to win in 4 tight sets. Close competitions all the way, but Alexandria was able to get on through, and ultimately the Cardinals would have 3 more victories that they could acquire, and they were able to do just that in winning the Class AAA state title. So with Alexandria now moving into Class 4A of Section 8, that means the Cardinals will not be defending the Section 8 AAA title nor their state AAA championship. So that means a new section title holder will come out of 8 in Class AAA here in 2025. Rocori seems to feel that it can be very competitive in that section. The Wilmer Cardinals actually go south into Section 2 AAA, so Wilmer's not a section foe, but the Rocori Spartans will have to deal with the likes of Sauk Rapids Rice and then some of the other Central Lakes Conference member schools that also make up that section. So Rocori's been knocking on the door. The Spartans are back-to-back runner-ups in Section 8 AAA. And I know that in recent times, the Alexandria Cardinals have felt that way. I believe it was 4 years ago, Alexandria ended up 3 years ago. I think Alexandria got all the way to the section final, lost to Detroit Lakes in a 5-set match. The year after that, Alexandria and Detroit Lakes played in the section semifinals, and the Lakers won there. Now, last year, Alexandria was able to gain its playoff revenge by beating Detroit Lakes in the section semis before going on to knock off the Rocori Spartans. And, Tim, I know that the teams have played limited amounts of volleyball so far. Alexandria, I believe, actually has played the most conference matches to this point, whereas for Rocori, it's CLC match number 2, and for the Cardinals, it's CLC match number 4. But anything sticking out as you see some of what's evolving in the conference this year?
Well, it appears that Sauk Rapids Rice had they had a nice win last week or earlier this week over Sartell. So I mean, other than Alexandria, leading the way in the points right now, being that they're undefeated and all of their matches have been in the conference, I anticipate Rocori, Wilmer, and Sauk Rapids Rice, and I still don't discount Sartell yet. So I think all 5 of those teams probably feel like they have a shot at the title.
I know that, and this might be a team to watch out for. Fergus Falls is not getting a lot of recognition, but I know that the Otters have played a couple of 5-set matches recently, and one of those actually I think was a win against Perham the other night. I think the night when Alexandria was playing Detroit Lakes, Perham was down the road hosting Fergus Falls. So maybe Fergus Falls has one of its better teams in the last several years.
Yeah, their program has struggled recently within the conference, but perhaps they'll have their say this year.
So the conference competition now underway. Everybody has played at least one match in the Central Lakes. The Cardinals, meanwhile, all 3 of their matches so far have been against Central Lakes Conference member teams. They will step out of the conference for the first time tomorrow. As Coach Byrne mentioned, the first opponent that Alexandria will play in that tournament down in Marshall will be the Burnsville Blaze. And I believe that is a Class 4A school, just like Alexandria. It'll be interesting, Tim. I don't know what the full brackets are. I think Dan Westby, the Marshall coach, probably gets involved in setting that up and everything. But will Alexandria end up playing the majority of its matches against Class 4A schools down there?
Yeah, like you said, I don't know how that tournament is set up. I mean, I know the quality of teams is very, very good down there, but I'm not sure if they have multiple divisions or if all teams are in one one division with different pools, so I'm not exactly sure how that tournament is set up.
Alexandria will have the opportunity to play some volleyball tomorrow, a couple of matches there, and then a couple more on Saturday before heading back to the Alexandria Lakes area for the weekend. The Alexandria girls volleyball team will have a couple of CLC matches on the slate next week. One of those will be on Tuesday night when Wilmer visits Alexandria. That will be a key test for both of those Cardinal teams, as Wilmer and Alexandria actually are on each other's schedules 2 times this year. So big contest there. Alexandria was able to win a key head-to-head meeting down in Wilmer last year, and that helped to parlay the Alexandria Cardinals onto what turned out to be an outright Central Lakes Conference championship, as they were able to rally back against the likes of Wilmer and Sauk Rapids Rice. In fact, I think the week of homecoming last year, Alexandria beat Sauk Rapids Rice and Wilmer in consecutive order, and ultimately the Alexandria Cardinals would run the table the rest of the way after taking that initial loss to St. Cloud Tech very early in the Central Lakes Conference schedule. Our next broadcast of Alexandria volleyball after tonight will be at Tech High School in St. Cloud next Thursday night. We look forward to bringing you the match from the Tech High School Gymnasium. The broadcast will begin around 6:30, and the play-by-play will follow at 7 o'clock. That will be the only meeting between the Tigers and the Alexandria Cardinals this year. Of course, St. Cloud Tech and Alexandria go in different directions for the postseason, as St. Cloud Tech is in Section 8 AAA, whereas Alexandria is with Sartell and Brainerd as some of the teams in the 9-team Class 4A Section 8. You are listening to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, and 105.7 FM. Audio of tonight's Alexandria Cardinal volleyball coverage is also available through your free Voice of Alexandria app, powered by Mission Mechanical Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. We thank you for watching tonight's coverage, as you can view this match on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Archived game and match broadcasts are also available on our YouTube channel. So if you were excited about finding out that Alexandria defeated Detroit Lakes in that 5-set match at the Lake Shirts Fieldhouse on Tuesday night, you can go back and watch it again if you'd like. It's among the archives on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube for your enjoyment. And then, of course, we have a number of live sporting events through the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. That will include the Alexandria Cardinal football team's home opener tomorrow night, when Alexandria matches up against the Monticello Magic. The Magic come in at 1-0 off a victory at Sauk Rapids Rice last week. Alexandria 0-1 after the Chanhassen Storm defeated the Cardinals, a game-winning field goal at the end to prevail 24-22. Tim, I'm really excited about what we might see tomorrow night at Viking Bank Field. I really believe that in spite of the 2-point loss down at Channing last Thursday night, I think Alexandria is going to have a good season. The one-loss record going into the section tournament might not be that glossy, considering the quality of non-district opponents that the Cardinals are going to face, but I still think if Alexandria stays healthy, and that's a big if this year, I think the Cardinals could have a very special year.
Oh, I agree. It doesn't necessarily get any easier running into Monticello, as you mentioned. Their non-district games are really challenging. But like you say, if they're able to stay healthy throughout, that's just gonna improve the strength of the team as the Cardinals go into postseason.
Now, last week when we were down at Chanhassen, we were unable to do the live video streaming. We are able to video stream home and away events granted upon the permission being offered to us by host schools to video stream. And Chanhassen has an exclusive contractual agreement with a streaming service down in the Twin Cities. So we were not able to go down there to do the live video stream. But being that we're in Alexandria at Viking Bank Field tomorrow night, we will have the live video as well. So you'll be able to watch the Alexandria Cardinal football game on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Or you can like I say, go old school and listen to it on 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, or 105.7 FM, KXRA. Tim and I will have the commentary, and JP will be behind the camera during the live streaming tomorrow night of the Alexandria Cardinal football matchup. We are still a couple of minutes away from the start of tonight's varsity competition. When we return to Rocori High School and get into our match presentation itself, we will be honoring our country with the featuring of the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, as part of our broadcast. We'll also note the introduction of the starting lineups presented by Alamere Health, and we'll also have the Keys to the Game feature coming up as well in just minutes as part of our broadcast this evening. Our thanks to Juttner Motors in Alexandria for presenting our pre-match coverage. Juttner Motors will also be along to present the post-game report following the play-by-play of Alexandria versus Rocori in varsity volleyball from Rocori High School in Cold Spring. Now a break as we enjoy these words on our latent media platforms from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinals sports programming.
Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
Do you want to spend a couple hours a week with friends? How about joining a bowling league at Garden Center Lanes?
It's a fun time, and you don't have to even be a pro. We have bowlers of all skill levels. We have leagues for men, women, co-ed, and even kids, with morning, afternoon, and evenings available.
Stop by Garden Center or give us a call today at 763-6565, and we can find the league just for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CIRAC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
From Rocori High School in Cold Spring, Alexandria Cardinal Girls Volleyball is on the air as you listen on People Radio, KXRA, and we thank you for watching tonight's coverage tonight on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. The Alexandria Cardinals are seeking to stay undefeated on the year. The Cardinals have won all three of their matches. A sweep at home 1 week ago tonight against Brainerd, and then 2 5-set victories on the road at Sartell and at Detroit Lakes. Those were 2-point match victories for Alexandria because the Cardinals will not play Sartell anymore in the regular season, and Alexandria will not face Detroit Lakes at all the rest of the way as both teams go in different directions for the postseason. Detroit Lakes, one of the teams in Section 8 AAA, and Alexandria, one of the 9 teams in Class 4A Section 8. Along with Tim Zupfer and our videographer for this evening's broadcast, JP Boleen, I am DMAC Dave McClurg. I'll give a shout out as well to Jackson. He is our KXRA radio studio engineer back at Master Control. It's an active night of Alexandria Cardinal activities. The Alexandria soccer teams are facing Detroit Lakes tonight. The Lakers girls soccer team is hosting Alexandria at the Rotary Soccer Park in Detroit Lakes, while the boys matchup between Alexandria and DL is taking place at Viking Bank Field inside the Alexandria Area High School Stadium. You have a couple of head-to-head meetings between Alexandria and Wilmer. Hopefully the weather cooperated down in Kandiyohi County to complete that tennis match between Alexandria and Wilmer. That started earlier today in the 4 o'clock hour. And then the Alexandria and Wilmer girls swimming and diving teams are competing tonight at Discovery Middle School as Alexandria has its home opener. The Alexandria girls swimming and diving team was defeated by the Rocori Spartans in the season opener last week at St. John's University. And then also this evening, the Alexandria volleyball team is facing Rocori. And again, we've got the call coming up. And then, of course, the Alexandria cross-country runners were in Detroit Lakes earlier today competing in a meet hosted by the Lakers. We're about to feature the playing of our national anthem on our Leighton Media platforms here. The national anthem is being presented to you by Carlson Music Center in Alexandria. For all of your musical needs, we invite you to visit online at carlsonmusiccenter.com. carlsonmusiccenter.com. After we feature the playing of the national anthem, we will have the introduction of the starting lineups, and then also we'll throw in some keys to the match for both the Rocori Spartans and the Alexandria Cardinals in terms of what they would like to do to try to secure a win tonight. Again, this is the first of the 2 regular season meetings between the Spartans and the Cardinals. They will play each other again in Alexandria on September 25th. And I believe we're still about 30 seconds or so away from the playing of the national anthem here in the Rocori High School Gymnasium, and we will let you take a listen to that as well on KXRA Radio and as you watch on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. And I believe the YouTube audience will be able to view our American flag as the national anthem is being played. And we will honor our country again with the playing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, for you to enjoy.
For the singing of our national anthem, by Rocori staff member Scott Knudsen. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright
that was Rocori Public Schools staff member Scott Knutson delivering our national anthem tonight a cappella here at Rocori High School. Now let's introduce the starting lineups, which are being brought to you by Alamere Health. It's better here. First of all, for the visiting Alexandria Cardinals, very similar lineup with one notable exception. Senior Meadow Zimpel is in the starting lineup tonight as the setter for the Alexandria Cardinals. She has been contributing off the bench, but she is in the starting role tonight. The other 5 starters pretty much the same as they've been through the first few matches of the year. Larkin Rupert working from the outside. She is a sophomore for Alexandria. Also, Lila Schlichting, the freshman, an outside hitter for the Cardinals. Campbell Jensen, a senior middle for the Alexandria girls volleyball team. Sydney Kroc, the junior outside hitter, will also be in the starting lineup. And then junior Avery Posel in the middle. When Alexandria uses its libero, that will be Emily Doherty coming in for Alexandria. She wears her white jersey top tonight. The other Alexandria players wearing their black jerseys. In fact, I think you're going to see black on both sides of the net, as the Rocori Spartans will be wearing their black jerseys as well. Mary Byrne is the head coach of the 2024 Class AAA state champion Alexandria Cardinal volleyball team, back now competing in Class 4A here in 2025. The starting lineups for the Rocori Spartans, they will have on the floor Ashlyn Fuchs as an outside hitter. She is a senior. Bryn Lummel will be a middle blocker for the Spartans. Jessica Bowes will be attacking from the outside. She's an upperclassman for Rocori. She'll also be joined by Shane Schreifels, an upperclassman. And then 2 underclassmen will join them among the starting 6. Middle hitter Noah Hearn is a junior. And Chloe Labine, she'll do some setting and then can also do some other work on the floor. Labine is a sophomore. When the Spartans have their libero on the floor, it will be sophomore Miley Hess. Miley Hess will be wearing her white jersey top, and the other Spartan teammates will be wearing their black jerseys tonight. Heidi Willenbring is the head coach of the Rocori Spartans. The Spartans are 0-1 in the Central Lakes Conference, 2-4 overall. Alexandria 3-0 on the season, 3-0 in the CLC. Keys to tonight's match are being brought to you by Alexandria Motors, where it's one low price, plain and simple, always. Let's drive with assistance from Alexandria Motors. First of all, for the Rocori Spartans tonight, Coach Heidi Willenbring would like to see some strong serving and also try to stay in system. So serve, receive, and serving, really 2 big keys for the Rocori volleyball team. And as Coach Mary Byrne mentioned during the pre-match coverage earlier, serve strong at the outset and then try to do some work by having a disciplined block up front when defending the Rocori attack. So those are the keys to tonight's match, again driven by Alexandria Motors. We appreciate you joining us tonight for our prep volleyball coverage. Tim Zupfer and yours truly, Dave McClurg. And we've got JP Boleen as our videographer tonight as you watch on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. As you watch on our YouTube channel, Alexandria will be in the half court to the left. Rocori will be defending the half court to the right. So the ball will flow left to right when Alexandria is on the attack. Looks like both teams have their liberos on the floor, and the first serve will be for the Spartans in tonight's match, and it will be Chloe Labine who will put it in play for Rocori. She's a right-handed server, and it's a floater played by Alexandria, but it is not played up to the setter, so a solid serve there gives the Spartans a 1-0 lead. And the sophomore Chloe Labine will serve again. Another floater, Campbell Jensen this time gets it to Meadow Zimpel, then to Avery Posel, who has to volley it over. Now the play goes through the middle, and we're going to have a middle attack. I believe it's going to be off a deflection and good for the kill. That will be Lummel with the shot for the winner there, and the Spartans have a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, our blocker got a touch on that hit.
So Chloe Levine back to deal again. Floater, this time Julia Doherty gets it to Meadow Zimple. Then it'll be a back row attack for Campbell Jensen. That is dug out. A little bit of a scramble, so the libero has to volley it over. Cardinals will back set it to the right side. Avery Posel is going to have her hit graze the top of the net, and then the Cardinals tried to play it, and that results in too many touches, and it is 3-0 for Rocori. Glenwood State Bank brings you our scoreboard updates tonight. Deep serve here. Doherty is going to get it up, and now it ends up being an overpass on the bump, and that means an opportunity up front, and Schreifels will get the tip for the kill. And a sluggish start for Alexandria on the road. The Cardinals down 4-0.
Yeah, Coach Byrne won't be real happy with our passing game to begin this match.
No, Emily Doherty receives the next serve, gets it up to Meadow Zimple. Then the hit down the line by Lila Schlichting will be good.
First point by the Cardinals.
Yep, on a Lila Schlichting kill, and a side out to Alexandria. And here's Meadow Zimple stepping to the serving line for the visitors. Her serve is deep, played in the back row by Jessica Bowes. Now up front, the middle attack off the block, but the Cardinals not able to dig it off the net, so Lummel will get the kill there for Rocori.
Yeah, encouraging that we got our hands on that block, but again, not quite being able to get it to the other side of the net.
Here's Jessica Bowes back at the serving line, played by the Cardinals, Campbell Jensen. It comes up to the left side. Sydney Croc's hit is dug out. Now we've got to play left side, and the hit by Ashlyn Fuchs is kept alive. Emily Doherty will volley it over. Rocori's going to back set it to the right side where the attack by Schreifels is dug out. Now a back row hit here is too long on the swing for Campbell Jensen. And it is Rocori 6, Alexandria 1.
Campbell playing in the back row to begin this first set.
Next serve for Bowes is a short serve. Emily Doherty gets it to Meadow Zimple, and the right side attack by Lila Schlichting is off a block. The Cardinals will go to the left. Sydney Croc tipped it away from the block. Now Rocori with the play, and the hit diagonal from the left side by Ashlyn Fuchs is good.
Yeah, our block wasn't able to get set up there that time.
So it's now a 7-1 start, and Coach Byrne is going to go to the bench as Meadow Zimple will check out, and freshman Hadley Marty will come in to do some setting.
I think Coach just trying to shake things up and mix it up here a little bit.
Deep serve, Jensen gets it up to Marty, then the tip by Croc, I think may have touched the antenna. Yeah. And that is out, and that's going to prompt an early timeout for Alexandria Volleyball coach Mary Byrne. We're going to make it a 30-second break on our platforms as well. Strong start for the hosts. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard and girls volleyball. Rocori leads Alexandria 8-1.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
An inauspicious beginning for the Alexandria Cardinal volleyball team as they're down by 7 early on. Tim, I guess if there is any silver lining, there's still plenty of volleyball to be played yet.
Well, there is. You know, all the rallies have been short. We've had hitting errors and other mistakes, so we got to turn it around here.
Here's a serve received by Emily Doherty up to Hadley Marty. The left side attack by Sydney Croc away from the block. Now the Spartans will try their right side, and it's going to be Levine feeding it to Shane Schreifels, and Schreifels will get the winner. And Rocori is going to expand the lead. It's now the Spartans 9, the Alexandria Cardinals 1.
Yeah, they've gotten in their offense and have had a number of kills.
Here's Emily Doherty getting the next serve up to Hadley Marty, and then the tip by Sydney Croc is sent back, and then I think we're going to have a double hit being ruled on Alexandria. And now Coach Burns going to go back to the bench as Meadow Zimpel is going to re-enter for Hadley Marty.
Yeah, a little slightly rule change on that. The setter can have a double hit except on a ball that crosses the net.
And now we've got a pass going away from the net, and the Cardinals are never able to bring it up front. It'll be an ace for Bose, and it's now 11-1 for Rocori. If the name Jessica Bose sounds familiar, if you recall during the springtime, the Alexandria fast pitch softball team was defeated by Rocori twice in the section tournament. Jessica Bose was the winning pitcher in both of those games, and she would go on to win 3 games at state and ultimately help Rocori to the Class AAA State Softball Championship. She deals an ace here, and it's now 12-1 in favor of Rocori. Here's a left side attack by Sydney Kroc. That's kept alive. Spartans scrambling a little bit, and they will not be able to get it over. So one attack for Alexandria that does not get returned, and we'll have a side out to the Cardinals.
And Larkin Rupert enters the set for the first time.
And we'll have Lila Schlichting back to serve for the Cardinals. Deep serve here, played by the libero Miley Hess. It comes up to the left side. The diagonal hit by Ashlyn Fuchs is dug out. Now Kroc will look to attack that hit off a deflection. And then I think Fuchs was looking to send it over on the second ball, and she did not clear the net.
That antenna's been, for those that are viewing it, that antenna's been loose throughout the warm-ups.
it took a brief tumble, but now it gets assembled once again. So the Cardinals get their first point off a serve, and Lila Schlichting will deal again. Here's a deep serve played by Rocori. Levine will set it up. Back row attack gets volleyed right over. Now Rocori will try the left side. Fuchs got blocked. Levine with the dig. Now a play again for Ashlyn Fuchs, and the roll shot is good. So the Spartans doing a lot of things well early on in this set, and Rocori expands the lead.
Now Lila Schlichting did have a nice dig during that rally, but Rocori able to put it down.
And now we've got a deep serve by Bryn Lummel that will end up going long. And a side out to Alexandria. Now we'll have a substitution as Avery Polso will check out. Ella Eisel is into the match for the first time tonight, and she'll be back to serve. Again, Alexandria serving left to right if you're watching on our YouTube channel tonight. Got a play in the middle and a hit over the block, and the Cardinals tried to bring it up but were unsuccessful. That will be Noah Hearn, who came in, or actually rotated around, and she will get the kill for Rocori.
Yeah, the Spartans right now just running an offense that seems to be just a little bit too quick for us. We need to adjust to that pace.
Elliot Satterstrom now into serve for Rocori. Middle attack over the block, and it's good. And that's going to be Campbell Jensen getting the winner for the Alexandria Cardinals.
Yep, nice read there by Campbell to get it over the blockers.
And now we'll have a substitution as Scarlett Brown was able to see a little bit of court time, and now Sydney Kroc back in, and she'll serve. 14-5, Rocori by 9. Deep serve here, worked up to the front, now set up by Satterstrom, and then the hit down the line left side by Fuchs is going to find an opening, and it will be a kill for Rocori.
Yeah, she went off speed there and just saw the open court and hit it right down the sideline.
Quinn Hodgins will come in off the bench for the Spartans, and she'll now be back to serve as Rocori has a double-digit lead in the first set. Deep serve here, played by Alexandria, back set by Meadow Zimpel, and then the hit by Jensen is off the block and good.
They run the slide play there that time?
Yeah, looked like it, and Campbell Jensen will get the kill shot. Side out to Alexandria. Here's Emily Doherty to serve. Nearly an ace, but it is brought up by Rocori. Tip is over by Bose, kept alive now by the Cardinals, sent back on a left side attack. Now we're going to have a hit that got rejected up front. I think Campbell Jensen was able to get the ace block for the Cardinals there. As we view that, our instant replay brought to you by Quality Real Estate. When we have the instant replays on our live stream here, Cardinals get the point, now trailing 15-7. Now we've got an attack, and this one will be off of the Cardinals block as Ashley Pleckerpole is able to record the winner there for Rocori.
Yeah, Campbell Jensen and Lila Schlichting were there on the block, but unable to turn it into the court.
So a 9-point lead for the Spartans, and Miley Hess will serve. Serve is going to end up being an ace. Boy, that one, Tim, looked like it had some good topspin and really tough for Ella Eisel to bring up.
Yeah, you know, and she kind of got faked out, I think, by one of her teammates. I think she thought maybe the front row player was going to pop it up.
And now we've got another serve deep. It's played by the Cardinals up to the left side. The hit by Schlichting into a block. Now Meadow Zimpel will dump it over. We've got a play in the middle, and it's going to be a good hit for a kill as Elliot Satterstrom was able to find Bryn Lummel in the middle. Lummel will get the kill, and Rocori is now in front 18-7.
Now the Spartans have really been able to move the ball around and attack from multiple positions.
Here's a short serve, played up front. Now a play in the middle. Campbell Jensen tips it back. It went Jensen to Meadow Zimpel, back to Jensen. Now it's going to be played back over here, but I think we had a double hit called on Rocori, so a side out to the Cardinals.
Yeah, that on a second or third ball, if it's multiple contacts that crosses the net, they'll call that double.
Avery Posel back into play up front as Ella Eisel will check out. Campbell Jensen, the senior, is back to serve. Serve on a line, received by Rocori. Satterstrom sets it up, and the Spartans have to volley it over. Posel will get it to Meadow Zimpel. Then a back row attack by Sidney Croct is dug out. Now a play left side, and here's a hit by Bose, kept alive. Now we've got an attack by Schlichting. That's into a block. The Cardinals will reload to Sidney Croct, and it's dug out. Spartans will get it back over. Doherty feeds to Zimpel, then the back row attack by Croct, kept alive by Rocori. The Spartans will be forced to volley it over, and Quinn Hodgins does. Now we've got a back row attack here, and Campbell Jensen able to send it through. As we see on our YouTube feed, the Quality Real Estate instant replay. Good rally back and forth, and ultimately it leads to a back row attack and a kill for Campbell Jensen. So it's 18-9 in favor of Rocori. Serve played over on a dump by the setter Satterstrom, and the Cardinals scramble but can't bring it up. And a side out to the Rocori Spartans. Rocori will make a substitution as Shane Schreifels comes back into play in the front row as Elliot Satterstrom will check out. One other player checks out, and Chloe Labine is back to serve for Rocori.
Yeah, Rocori uses a 6-2 offense with two setters.
Now an attack left side off the block as Lila Schlichting attacks. Rocori will volley it over. Posel gets it to Meadow Zimpel, back to Schlichting down the line. Her hit dug out, and now we've got play stopped. I think we had some contact at the net by Rocori, and Alexandria will get it on a side out here. So the Cardinals now trail 19-10. Rocori has led this opening set throughout, leading by as many as 11. Now it's Meadow Zimpel back for a second turn at the serving line. She'll send it deep. Played here by Miley Hess, the libero. Comes up front, and Labine feeds it to the right side, and the line shot by Jessica Bose will be good.
Yeah, she hit it right down that right sideline.
Side out to Rocori. Now we'll have Ashlyn Fuchs back in as Quinn Hodgins will sit down. The Spartans with the serve and the lead of 10. Here's a play by the Cardinals. Sidney Croct will find an opening, and she's going to record the kill here for the Alexandria Cardinals.
Yeah, the pass wasn't quite as clean as we would like, but nice adjustment by Meadow with the set to Croct for the deep kill.
And now it's Lila Schlichting back to serve for Alexandria. Serve played by the Spartans. It comes up to the left side. Hit over the block, dug out. Cardinals will send it over to Crocht. Her hit off a deflection. Rocori will move the ball to the right side. The hit by Schreifels is kept alive. Now a set by Labine into the middle, and Bryn Lummel will get the kill. So Rocori doing a nice job keeping that ball up in the air, and we'll have a side out here to the to Rocori rather, with Bryn Lummel serving. Now the play comes up. We've got an attack right side kept alive. Now Rocori will have it, and Ashlyn Fuchs is going to find the back line.
Yeah, she had a lot of top spin on that, and it looked like it was going to go deep, but it dropped right down on the back end line.
So it's 22-11 for Rocori. Campbell Jensen out. We're going to see Greta Suki now in to play some in the back row. The Spartans leading this match by double figures. Opening set. Deep serve played by Emily Doherty. Back set by Meadow Zimple. And then the right side attack by Crocht is true. And she'll record the kill.
That's probably our... We had a really nice kill from the back row by Campbell Jensen, but from one of our front row hitters, that's probably the strongest attack we've had yet tonight.
Now it's Ella Eisel re-entering, and she will be back to serve. I think it should be 22-12, but they have not added the point on the scoreboard for Alexandria. Now we've got a rejection up front, and I think it's going to be an ace block here for Campbell Jensen.
Yep, real nice play on the ball there.
As those of you watching on YouTube were able to see the replay, again presented by Quality Real Estate.
And we got the 13th point now.
Ah, very good. Now we've got a rejection again by the Alexandria Cardinals. As Rocori got stuffed up front, I think that was a double block.
Yeah, I think Rocori's last couple sets have been a little tight to the net there, and our blockers having some success.
So now it's Rocori 22, Alexandria 14. Ella Eisel with a short serve. It ends up being an overpass, so the Cardinals will play it. Zimple will set it up. Larkin Rupert's hit down the line is dug out. Now it's going to be played to Schreifels. She'll tip it over the block. Dig by Emily Doherty. Back set by Zimple. Now the rejection as Sydney Crocht is denied up front as the Spartans throw a double block on the Alexandria attacker. I believe it's going to be Fuchs and Noah Hearn teaming up for that block. Now Elliot Satterstrom will re-enter for the Spartans, who lead by 9 in this opening set. Here's a short serve. Cardinals play it into the middle. Nicely done on the quick set there by Zimple. She finds Campbell's Jensen, and Jensen will record the winner.
Yeah, I think Coach Byrne will like the fact that we had the offense going a little quicker there.
So it's Rocori 23, Alexandria 15. Sydney Crocht, the lefty, back to serve. It's deep. Now set up by Satterstrom to the left side. Fuchs hit, dug out. Tapped over by Meadow Zimple. Rocori will play it to the right side and a hit into a block. Spartans will reload and loft it over. Now the Cardinals can run the offense. It's a back set and a slide for Campbell Jensen. That's dug out. Now a back row attack, and it's going to be good. The Spartans are going to get the point on an attack for Jessica Bowes, and it is now 24-15, and Quinn Hodgins will re-enter for Rocori.
Yeah, really good defensive play by one of their back row players that time for Rocori.
Deep serve here, and the Cardinals play it out toward the Alexandria bench, so an ace serve by Hodgins will give Rocori the 10-point win. I know we have some catching up to do in terms of the spot load here on the Late Media platform, so we've got a 3-minute timeout, and then we're back with set number 2 of Alexandria Volleyball from Cold Spring next.
It's the right time for a getaway. It's the right time for a getaway. Let's get away.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving.
I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel. Go Cardinals!
Resorters Marine in Oseques. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorters Marine and Outdoors in Oseques.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building. Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
As we return to action at Rocori High School, the Alexandria Cardinals get the first serve in the second set, but Rocori plays it into the middle where Bryn Lummel will get the kill. So it's a side out to the Spartans, who now have a 1-point lead. Sydney Croct has her hit go off a block. Rocori is going to volley it over. Now Alexandria with the play in the middle, and it's going to be kind of a double clutch, if you will, by Avery Polzel, but she recognizes the block coming, and she hit it away from the block and gets the kill. So a point for the Alexandria Cardinals, and it's now a 1-1 game. And Lila Schlichting will be the server. Deep serve here, played by Rocori. Quick set here, as it's a back set by Chloe Labine, and the strike by Bryn Lummel is good for the kill.
Yeah, she's been a force in the middle for them.
So side out to the Spartans. And now we've got a deep serve here, played by Alexandria. Larkin Rupert looked to attack. Her hit goes into a block. The Cardinals will end up volleying it over. Here's Labine back setting to the right side for Schreifels, and she finds the back line, and she got it inches in play.
Yeah, they've had some hits that have been right on the line, and I think the line judge got it right, but a couple inches longer, and it's a Alec point.
Yeah, so it's 3-1 for Rocori. Cardinals work it up. Sydney Croct, right side, has her hit kept alive. The Spartans will volley it up and volley it over. Now we're going to have the Cardinals reloading to Croct again, and this time her hit right side is good for the kill. Sydney Croct with the winner for Alexandria.
Yeah, good adjustment there by Sydney, placing that ball.
So a side out to the Cardinals. Here comes Ella Eisel in for Alexandria, and she'll be the server. 3-2 Rocori in set 2 after the Spartans won the opening set by 10. Here's a short serve. Rocori does play it up to the left side, but the hit by Ashlyn Fuchs is too long and out of bounds.
Well, already a better start than set one.
Right, I think
it's early.
we got down, I think, 8-1 or 9-1 early on and really never recovered from that sluggish start. Now the Spartans will have a back row attack, and Meadow Zimpel ended up getting a facial but kept the ball moving. Now Rocori will send it back. Yep, and it's going to be a violation on the Cardinals there. Side out to Rocori.
Great effort by Meadow Zimpel on that dig, and their teammates hustling the ball down to get it over, but we couldn't finish the play.
Now Chloe Labine and Shane Schreifels will check out. Ashley Pleckerpole will be into play up front, and Elliot Satterstrom is back to serve. Now we've got an attack, and this one is going to be good. It's returned by Rocori. Great work by the libero there, Miley Hess, and then Alexandria tried to go diagonal on the shot and could not get the ball in play. So it is now Rocori 5, Alexandria 3. I was thinking we were going to see a Cardinal kill earlier, but Rocori kept the ball moving. And now the Cardinals return the next attack, and this one is not going to be coming back, and it will be a side out to Alexandria.
Nice adjustment on the ball by Campbell Jensen for the kill.
So side out to the Alexandria Cardinals, now with Sydney Crockett at the line. And her serve is into the net. First miss of the night for the Alexandria Cardinals from the line. Now we'll have Ashlyn Fuchs checking out. Quinn Hodgins will come in as the substitution for the Spartans. Deep serve here, and it found the corner on the near side. So it'll be an ace, and it's now 7-4 for Rocori.
Yeah, that floater just took a dive deep in the court.
And the Spartans serve again, and Hodgins able to place the ball well. Alexandria having trouble coming up with it, and the Cardinals can never get it to the setter, and that's going to mean a substitution here, as now we're going to see Maddie Severson coming in, and she'll play on the court here as Sydney Crockett will check out. Hodgins' next serve is short, played by Campbell Jensen over to Zimpel, then Jensen slides over to the right. Her hit dug out. Now we've got a hit into a block. Rocori does volley it over, but I believe the volley went to the left of the antenna, so that will be an effective kill for the Alexandria Cardinals, Campbell Jensen.
Yeah, Campbell with the pass and a swing on that last play.
Now Emily Doherty will serve. It's played over by the Rocori Spartans. Cardinals line up, and on the left side, the hit is good for Lila Schlichting.
Is that her first of the night?
I believe I had her for one kill in the opening set, so 2 for her now.
All right, it'd be nice to get her going.
And it's Rocori 8, Alexandria 6 here in set 2. The Spartans lead the match 1-0. Deep serve here, played by Rocori. It comes up to the left side. The hit by Pleckenpole into a block. Spartans will look to reload, and the tip is over and good. Elliot Setterstrom decided to send it over on the second ball rather than setting it up, and it's a side out to Rocori.
Yeah, the Cardinals had a nice block there, but a good reaction by the Rocori.
And now Miley Hess will serve into the net here, so the Cardinals are going to get it back on a side out. Alexandria trailing 9-7. Scoreboard updates tonight brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Avery Posel re-enters as Ella Eisel will check out. And now we'll have Campbell Jensen back to serve. Deep serve here. Satterstrom sets it up, and it's going to be volleyed over here by Pleckenpole. Now we're going to have an attack, and I believe the hit is too long. Not touched. I think one of the Cardinal players was appealing for a deflection, but that was not the case. So
yeah, real good swing that time by Lila, just a little too deep.
Now Chloe Labine is going to re-enter here for the Spartans. She was one of 2 Rocori players to come back in, and Labine will serve. Short serve, Doherty gets it to Meadow Zimpel. She dumps it over. Now a scramble, a tip attempt here, and the Spartans try to keep it alive, but The Spartans not able to bring it up.
We had a net violation.
Yeah, that's too bad because Alexandria was ready to get it on a side out, but instead the Cardinals go behind by 4, prompting an Alexandria timeout. Rocori leads the match 1-0, and as we go to a break on our platforms, the set 2 scoreboard brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. It's Rocori leading Alexandria 11-7.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
We thank all of the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports programming. Tonight, you're enjoying Alexandria Volleyball on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube and also on KXRA Radio. 11-7, Rocori leads this second set. Alexandria tries to play the next Chloe Levine serve over, but Lila Schlichting's attack does not clear the net. And the Spartans now have gotten back-to-back points on Levine's serves. And Rocori has opened up its biggest lead here in set 2. Short serve played by Emily Doherty up to Meadow Zimpel. Then the attack too long on Schlichting's attempt. And it's now Rocori 13, Alexandria 7.
Yeah, the Rocori offense is just more efficient right now. They aren't getting the hitting errors that the Cardinals are.
Coach Mary Byrne will go to the bench as freshman Hadley Marty will come back in. And she'll be setting from the front row here. Levine's next serve, a low pass by Doherty, volleyed up here and then sent over. Now the Spartans will play it in the middle. The hit dug out by Maddie Severson over to Doherty. Now Schlichting attacks. That will be dug out. Now we've got a ball volleyed up and over by Rocori. Now a play near the net, and the hit by the Cardinals, Avery Pulsel, dug out by Rocori. Played back by the Spartans. Now an attack by Lila Schlichting, and she was denied up front. So Rocori showing some good front wall defense there with both Lummel and Schreifels.
Yeah, the Cardinals, good effort that time defensively, but never really had much going on the offensive side.
14-7 for the Spartans. Now the serve played by Maddie Severson up to Meadow Zimpel. The hit by Lila Schlichting dug out. Now we're going to have a play left side. Campbell Jensen with the dig, and then a dump here by Marty. The Spartans read it and then play it up. And the middle hit by Lummel will be good. So Rocori will extend the lead. This is now 5 in a row on Chloe Levine's serve. 15-7 for the Spartans. Rocori won the opening set by 10 points, 25-15. Short serve here, low pass, it does get to Marty. Now the attack left side, that's going to be dug out. Now we've got a play left side by Jessica Bose, that's going to be kept alive. It ends up being a back row volley for Alexandria. Now a back set here to Schreifels, her hit off a deflection, dug out. Couple of volleys, Severson will return it for Alexandria. Now a middle play here, and the hit is good. Bryn Lummel again coming through with the thunder for the Rocori Spartans. And the hosts are getting major breathing room now here in set 2, and that's going to prompt another Alexandria timeout. 30-second break here. The Spartans lead the match 1-0, and in game 2 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, Rocori leads the Cardinals 16-7.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
The Rocori Spartans volleyball team playing very well on its home floor tonight. having won the first game over the visiting Alexandria Cardinals by 10, and now the Spartans enjoy their biggest lead here in the second set at 16-7. Dave McClurg, Tim Zupfer, and videographer J.P. Boleen on hand at Rocori High School. Chloe Lebine's next serve is played by Emily Doherty. Up to Marty. Then it comes down the line, left side attack by Lila Schlichting, dug out. Now a play sent back over by the libero Hess. Now we're going to have a back row attack by Campbell Jensen. That's going to be kept alive. Schreifels will volley it over. Jensen will feed it to Marty. It's going to be a back set here to Avery Posel. That hit is kept alive. Spartans scrambling, and Miley Hess will get it over on the volley. And then the Cardinals get a pass up too close to the net and cannot play it off the net. And it'll be another point for Rocori. 17-7 in favor of the Spartans here in set number 2. Here's a deep serve. It's going to be played by Doherty. Now a quick set here, and Avery Posel with a little bit of a finesse play there, and she'll record the kill. Let's check that out on our YouTube channel, our Quality Real Estate instant replay, as the feed went to the right side for Avery Posel, who got the winner.
Cardinals seem to getting most of their success from the middle tonight.
Here's Hadley Marty serving. Rocori will play it up to Schreifels on the left side, and her hit goes out of bounds.
One of the few hitting errors is set by Rocori.
Yeah, and even looking throughout much of this match, the Spartans have done very little wrong. Still leading 17-9, but Hadley Marty will serve again for Alexandria. Serve received by Rocori. High set here to Schreifels, and she got rejected.
Crocked and Posel on that double block.
And our thanks to Quali Real Estate for our YouTube audience showing the instant replay of the double block up front with Posel and Sydney Crocked. Let's see if the Cardinals can get on a little bit of a run here on Hadley Marty's serve. She puts one over. It's played by Bose up to Labine, and then the hit left side goes out of bounds. And maybe for the first time this evening, the Spartans are out of system.
Yeah, that hit just missed the court. She went around the blocker, but hit it out.
17-11, Rocori with the lead. Deep serve here. Bose gets it to Labine, and then back to Jessica Bose, and she'll try to work down the line, and she'll get the winner for Rocori. So the Spartans go on top by 7. And now we'll have Jessica Bose back to serve. Her serve played by Campbell Jensen up to Marty. Left side attack by Crocked is blocked back, and the Cardinals unable to bring it back. Double block there. I think it may have been Shane Schreifels and Bryn Lummel on that side of the net for Rocori.
Yeah, I think Rocori trying to take our left side hitters out of play.
19-11 for the Spartans again from the left side. Crock tried to go off speed there on her attack, but it didn't clear the net, so a point for Rocori.
Yeah, timing was just a little bit off there.
And now it's 20-11. Jessica Bowles next serve, low pass by Jensen. It gets to Marty. Jensen will tip it over, but the tip is going to go over the half court too long. Well, I made mention earlier about the Spartans being out of system. Well, it didn't take very long, because now it seems the Cardinals are out of system. 21-11 for Rocori. Here's Jessica Bowes angling her serve to the right side, and it will be a miss. So side out to Alexandria.
Larkin Rupert rotates into the front row as Emily Doherty has to sit for one rotation here.
And here's Campbell Jensen to serve. Her serve played by Rocori, and then Bowes goes with the back row attack, and that's too long.
I believe that was Lila Schlichting's
Yes,
serve.
you are correct. Yeah, I messed up on my sheet here. So Lila Schlichting wearing jersey number 8, Campbell Jensen wearing jersey number 9. Schlichting again to serve. Nearly got an ace, but Rocori able to play it. Schreifels got it over the block. It's going to be dug out. Play to the right side, and the Cardinals' Sydney Crocked is unable to get it over. Almost kind of like batting at the ball, but not strong enough.
Yeah, I think she's trying to decide whether she should swing at it or tip it, and kind of didn't do either.
So it's 22-13 Rocori. Here's Rupert tipping it away from the Spartans block. Dug out, tipped back over by Bowes. Now a middle attack kept alive here by Rocori. Now Bowes will attack. It ends up being an overpass and a tip attempt. That's going to be kept alive. Rupert will strike, and the Spartans play it off the net and volley it back over. Now a play in the middle. Nice quick set there. And Avery Polzel, I think, is going to be the one getting the kill there. As we view it on the YouTube feed there, Quality Real Estate bringing you our instant replay. That good quick set there for the Alexandria Cardinals, leading to the kill for Polzel. And it is now 22-14. Ella Eisel will re-enter, and she'll be the server. And this one's going to be an ace. I think that might be the first ace of the match for Alexandria.
I believe you're right.
Rocori, I believe, has dealt about a half a dozen aces tonight. 22-15 Spartans. Next serve, played by Jessica Bowes up to Labine, and then the attack left side, too long.
I think it was both long and wide.
So Ashlyn Fuchs is not able to get her hit in play. And as the Spartans have some unforced errors, Alexandria is drawing closer. Next serve for Ella Eisel, played by Hess. Labine will back set it for Schreifels. Her hit off the block. Emily Doherty with the dig. Now we've got a play by Larkin Rupert, and I think contact at the net on the follow-through by Larkin. And that's going to mean violation and a side out to Rocori.
Yep.
So now we'll see Elliot Satterstrom re-entering for the Spartans. Once our second set wraps up, we'll have our mid-match report presented to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. Satterstrom with a short serve. Doherty gets it to Hadley Marty. High set here. Rupert is not able to get it over. So now set point opportunity for Rocori, leading 24-16. Spartans trying to go up 2 sets in this best of 5. Serve played by Doherty. Up to Hadley Marty, now back and down the line. The shot is good. That will be Sydney Crott on the right side for the winner.
Yeah, I think we need to feed our middles and right side hitters a little bit more. I think they're really keyed on our left side.
And now it'll be Crott serving for the Cardinals. Deep serve here, played by Bowes, set up by Satterstrom. Then it comes to Jessica or Ashlyn Fuchs, and Fuchs is going to find the back line, and it's going to be wiped out because I think there may have been contact on the follow-through.
No, I think the referee overruled the line judge and called that ball out.
Oh, okay, so hitting error then. 24-18 for Rocori. Serve played by the Spartans. Satterstrom will set it up. Fuchs this time is going to get her hit in play. And Rocori is able to take a 2-0 lead in this best of 5, which leads to our mid-match report. Again, brought to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods. Live, love, local. Shop Eldon's Fresh Foods, open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. at 3rd and Nokomis in Alexandria. The Alexandria Cardinal volleyball team hoping to stay undefeated on the year, but the Cards are in serious trouble right now as the Rocori Spartans have won the first 2 sets by 10 and by 7 points. And Tim, it just seems like all night long so far, the Cardinals have been trying to battle from uphill. You know, they're trying to climb because Rocori puts the Cardinals in a hole, and so far, at least through 2 sets, Alexandria has not been able to fully recover.
Yeah, other than one nice little service run by Hadley Marty, all the service runs have been on the Rocori side. They've been able to build a lead, and you know, actually, I can't complain about our defensive effort. You know, we've gone through some stretches where we've dug some balls out. I mean, our passing to the setter has been, you know, I think relatively decent, but we're really struggling to generate a lot of offense. And I think I mentioned late in that last set, I think we got to attack through the middle and the right side a little bit more.
We'll see if the Alexandria Cardinals are able to do that in set number 3. Again, it'll be a must-win for Alexandria. I think this is the first time all year that the Alexandria Cardinals have been in a must-win scenario for the 3rd set. So Alexandria is hoping to make this a long night in Cold Spring, but the visitors have some work to do as Rocori has won the 2 sets by scores of 25-15 and 25-18. We thank Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria for presenting our mid-match report. The 3rd set of Central Lakes Conference Volleyball between Rocori and Alexandria is on the way next.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
We are getting ready for the start of the 3rd set, and Alexandria is going to make a little bit of a lineup adjustment. Greta Suki is going to be in the starting 6 for Alexandria, joined by Hadley Marty, Lila Schlichting, Sydney Crocht, Avery Polzel, and I am missing one other player.
Get Hadley Marty.
Yeah.
And Lila Schlichting.
Yeah, I've got them. Avery Polzel, I think, is.
Yep, she's on the court.
Yep. And I think Rupert goes to the bench as now libero Emily Doherty is in.
That's correct.
Rocori, meanwhile, is going to go with Bryn Lummel along with Jessica Bowes, Shane Schreifels, and Chloe Labine. And now back to serve. Ashlyn Fuchs also on the court. First serve by Labine ends up getting volleyed over by Suki. Now the Spartans will set it up to the left side. Bowes attack dug out by Doherty. Now Marty will set it up, and the hit off of the block, and the Cardinals get blocked up front as Lila Schlichting is denied.
Yeah, nice block there by Shane Schreifels.
So it's 1-0 for the Rocori Spartans. Here's a quick set, and the hit is going to be out of play on the attempt by Polzel. So it is Rocori 2, Alexandria 0. I don't believe the Cardinals have had a lead in any one of the sets tonight. We were at 3-3 briefly in set 2. Now here's a high set to the left side. Schlichting got it over the block. Hess with the dig. Now a play. The attack in the middle by Bryn Lummel is dug out. Now we've got a play as it's Bowes sending it back. Now the Cardinals look to attack, and this time Lila Schlichting is able to work her way as she is able to get it through that block to record the kill.
Yeah, and at least that time we were able to hold that service run to only 2 points by their setter there.
Now we'll have Meadow Zimpel in, this time as a substitution for Hadley Marty, and Zimpel will serve up an ace.
There we go.
Nice drop on that serve there by Meadow Zimpel. The Cardinals get their 2nd ace of the night, and we've got deuces on the scoreboard. It's 2-2. Meadow Zimpel back at the serving line. Another short serve played by Jessica Bowes. Quick set here. Then the attack by Ashlyn Fuchs is dug out. Cardinals will play it back over, and Crocht on the right side.
Yeah, well-placed shot there by Sydney.
And for the first time tonight, the Alexandria Cardinals have a lead in a set. It's now Alexandria 3, Rocori 2. The Spartans have won the first 2 sets by 10 and 7 points. Short serve played up front by Bowes. Now it goes to Labine, and then Schreifels is blocked. Rocori's going to tip it back over. Here is Doherty. Then the set by Meadow Zimpel, and then the loft by Sydney Crocht is over the Rocori block, and the Spartans are not able to play it back.
So a couple of adjustments there. Looks like coaching staff maybe told Sydney where to place some of those balls from the right side.
And it's 4-2 in favor of the Cardinals. Now Meadow Zimpel will serve up an ace as she finds the back line. For our viewers on YouTube, we'll take a look at that replay, brought to you by Quality Real Estate as the ace serve for Meadows Impel puts Alexandria on top. And that is going to prompt a timeout called by Heidi Willenbring. The first one that the Rocori coach has taken tonight. Will make it a 30-second break as well. Set number 3 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Alexandria leads Rocori 5-2.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
Along with Tim Zupfer and our videographer, J.P. Boleen, DMAC back with you from Rocori High School, where Alexandria leads the third set in varsity volleyball, and we have a let serve by Zimpel. And then as Rocori tried to play it off the net, Tim, did we have an issue with somebody crossing the center line?
Yeah, it was a center line foul. You're allowed to have your hand partially across, your foot partially across, but her knee crossed the center line, so it was a center line foul.
6-2 now for Alexandria, and Meadows Zimpel will have her serve received by the Spartans, Bryn Lummel, and then it's going to be dumped over by Chloe Labine, who will get the tip kill.
Yeah, she just had a really nice place dump and caught our back row off guard there.
So now we'll have Jessica Bose going back to serve for Rocori. Her serve played by Emily Doherty. Set up by Zimpel on a back set here. Lila Schlichting going down the line. Rocori will volley it over. Now Alexandria looks to reload again to the right side. Kroc got her hit blocked. Now the Cardinals will try their left side, and it's played down the line by Campbell Jensen, and then the Spartans will work it into the middle, and Lummel will put it away.
Yeah, they had a nice play that time. I think they're out of system. I think somebody else set that ball.
So now it's Bose serving again. It ends up being an overpass. Lummel's swing. Her hit volleyed back, and now an attempt by Schreifels, and she does not get her hit in play.
Yeah, and nice dig during that series by Schlichting to keep the ball up.
Yeah, so the Cardinals get it on a side out. Alexandria now in front 7-4, and Lila Schlichting will be back to serve. This serve is deep, low pass on serve receive, and it never finds its way to the center. So a solid ace there for Lila Schlichting, and the Cardinals go up by 4.
Yeah, both teams serving pretty strong here.
Yeah, Alexandria really serving well to start this third set. A must win for the visitors. Serve received by Hess. It goes up to Labine, and then the line shot is out. And Ashlyn Fuchs is not able to get her hit in play.
Yeah, just a little bit deep there.
And you get the feeling maybe for the first time tonight, Tim, I'm feeling it, maybe Alexandria is getting a little momentum on their side.
Yeah, it swung their way a little bit. They've got to keep the foot down now.
Here's Schlichting's next serve. It's worked up front. Tip over by Lummel. It's going to be kept alive. Larkin Rupert got it over the Spartans block. Rocori will reload to Schreifels. She goes back and tries to find the back row, but got her hit over the half court and too long. And now the Spartans are making some errors on the attack.
That's what I was just going to say. They're had some hitting errors now, which they didn't have those first two sets.
10-4 the score, and now we're going to have an ace for Lila Schlichting.
The head referee overruled the line judge again.
Yeah, so it's now 11-4 after the Lila Schlichting ace. And Schlichting will continue to deal here. Deep serve, Hess gets it up. It's another dump played by Avery Pulsel. Now to Suki, and then volleyed over by Rupert. High set here for the left side, and the hit left side by Fuchs. The Cardinals scramble to try to bring it up, but cannot do so. Fuchs will end up getting the kill. Side out to Rocori.
Yeah, good effort by the Cards. They almost kept that ball alive.
So Rocori's back to within 6, trailing 11-5. Gwen Lummel serving. It's played by Alexandria up to Sydney Croct, lofting it over the block, and she'll get the winner. For those watching on our YouTube feed tonight, let's get another instant replay presented to you by Quality Real Estate. Nice change of pace play there for Sydney Croct to get the winner. And now we'll have a substitution, actually a couple of substitutions here. Avery Polzel comes out. Ella Eisel in. Meanwhile, Greta Suki will check out as Campbell Jensen will come in. The Cardinals have a 12-5 lead in a must-win Game 3. Rocori has won the first two by scores of 25-15 and 25-18. And Eisel is about ready to put her serve in play. This one is going to be too long. And back to the Rocori Spartans, which allows us to let you know that you're watching tonight's broadcast on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube, and you're listening to the coverage on People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, and 105.7 FM. Elliott Satterstrom in to serve. Her team down by 6. Now we've got an attack by Croc, dug out in the back row here by Quinn Hodgins. And now we've got an attack by Ashlyn Fuchs. Oh my, Fuchs tried again, she got blocked. Now an attack dug out by Doherty to Meadow Zimple. Now the play by Larkin Rupert. Rocori digs it out. Now the left side attack by Fuchs goes down the line, and this time she'll get the winner. Well, I tell you, Ashlyn really had to work hard to get that kill. I think she got stopped twice before in that rally.
Yeah, and credit to her blockers, because the Cardinals had some decent swings that rally too.
So now it is 12-7, and a short serve by Elliott Satterstrom will result in an ace. So a point for Rocori, and it's now Alexandria 12, the Spartans 8. Rocori leads this match 2-0. Satterstrom to deal again. Short serve here. Emily Doherty gets it up to Meadow Zimple. Back setting for Croct. Lofting it over the Rocori block, and Rocori is unable to bring it up behind the blockers, and a point for Alexandria.
Yeah, and we've been calling Sydney Croct's number a lot more this set, and she's got 4 or 5 kills, I think, this set.
13-8 Alexandria, and Sydney Croct will deal. Her serve played by Quinn Hodgins, and then it's going to go over toward the stands, and the Spartans are never able to bring it up front, so an effective serve there for Croct. And it's Alexandria 14, Rocori 8.
Yeah, it doesn't get credit for an ace, but they were never able to get control of that ball.
Now Sydney Croct will serve again. This one, a serve with some top spin. Hodgins gets it up to Satterstrom. A hit by Fuchs, dug out by Emily Doherty. Now a play left side. Larkin Rupert's hit off a block, but it's going to be good.
That away. Great dig by Emily Doherty.
Yeah, to keep that rally going, and then Rupert will get the winner for the Alexandria Cardinals. 15-8 now the score, and I think Heidi Willenbring, the Spartans coach, wants to talk it over, so we're going to make another 30-second break here. The Rocori Spartans lead the match 2-0, but in Game 3 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, Alexandria leads at Rocori 15-8.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving.
I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Sydney Croct will continue to serve for the Alexandria Cardinals, who have a 7-point lead in a must-win third set. Quinn Hodgins receives, and it goes to Satterstrom. Then the hit from the Rocori right side is kept alive. Now the Cardinals will send it back on a Sydney Croct attack. Here's Ashlyn Fuchs responding. Her hit is deflected. Now Rupert's going to attack from the left side, and she'll get another kill. Larkin Rupert has actually put down a couple of shots on a pair of recent swings.
Well, we started attacking more from the right side, and I think we've got the defense from Rocori responding, and now we've been able to score twice from the left side.
Here's the serve. Hodgins will get it up to Satterstrom. Now the diagonal attack from the left by Ashlyn Fuchs will be good. Fuchs will get the winner, and the Spartans score the point. Rocori with some work to do, though, down 16-9. Jessica Bowes back into play in the front row as Quinn Hodgins will sit down. And the Spartans, Ashlyn Fuchs will serve long. So no points off the Ashlyn Fuchs serve, and Alexandria goes on top 17-9.
Yeah, we haven't let Rocori get any long service runs here. They helped our cause on their own that time.
Now Emily Doherty's serve played by the Spartans. It's sent back over. Bowes will get the winner on the left side for the Spartans.
Yeah, she went off speed that time and tipped it over our blockers.
Side out to Rocori. And now the libero Miley Hess will serve. Spartans down by 7, leading the match 2-0. Here's a deep serve played in back by Sydney Kroc, set up by Marty. The middle attack by the Cardinals is kept alive. Now
that hit the antenna on the way over.
Yep, so it's going to be a point for Alexandria as the Cardinals will get it on a side out. Avery Posel will re-enter as Ella Eisel sits down, and Campbell Jensen will check out as Greta Suki will come back in to serve for the Cardinals. Alexandria in front by 8 points. Serve played by Rocori. Satterstrom sets it up. Left side attack by Bryn Lummel is going to be dug out. Now a play left side here for the Cardinals. That's going to be kept alive. Now an attack by Jessica Bowes, dug out. Kroc will look to attack, and Rocori tried the ace block there, but instead that block became a target for Sydney Kroc as she'll get the winner.
Cardinals doing a better job of moving the ball around this set.
Alexandria 19, Rocori 10. Here's a line serve and a shank on the serve receive, so the Spartans have to volley it over. Alexandria can run the offense. High set goes to the left side, and a hit off the block is going to be good for the kill.
Lila Schlichting with the kill there.
So she's starting to rack up some numbers there, and a point for the Cardinals, and it's 20-10 for Alexandria. Greta Suki will serve again for the visitors. And it's a let serve played up, and it'll be sent over by Bryn Lummel from the 10-foot line. Cardinals will play it up to Schlichting. She got it over the block and finds an opening. Lila Schlichting with the kill for Alexandria.
Yeah, the previous play she was able to hit quickly off the block, and that time she went off speed at the tip to the center of the court.
11-point lead for Alexandria at 21-10. Deep serve. Fuchs gets it up to Satterstrom, and then the hit in the middle by Jessica Bowes is good.
Yeah, they're tough to stop when they attack through the middle.
So the Spartans get a side out. We'll have Shane Schreifels re-entering as Elliot Satterstrom will check out. Also back in is Chloe Labine, and she'll be the server for Rocori. Spartans down by 10 with the serve. Doherty gets it to Hadley Marty, back to Schlichting, her hit into a block. Doherty will dig it out. Marty will feed it to a back row attack by Sydney Kroc. That's kept alive. Now the attack by Bowles left side. Suki able to keep it alive. Now the Cardinals will volley it back. Rocori will look to reload. It's a quick set in the middle, but the hit angled to the left goes out of bounds on the attempt by Bryn Lummel.
Yeah, just a little bit long there.
So a side out. Now we're going to have Hadley Marty out. Meadow Zimpel will re-enter for Alexandria.
Yeah, so again, we've got Marty setting when she's in the front row, and Meadow Zimpel setting from the back row.
Zimpel now to serve. It's a short serve. Levine's going to feed it here, and the hit right side will be good. And I think that's Bowes getting the kill shot for the Rocori Spartans.
Yeah, we just need a couple more side outs here to send it to set 4.
Yep, that's what we're looking forward to. Hopefully the ladies can do it here. 22-12, the Cardinals in front. Bo's serve played by Alexandria comes up to the right side. Lila Schlichting's hit is into a block, so Alexandria tries the left side, and Krucht is going to get the winner for Alexandria.
Yeah, nice dig in the middle of that play by Avery Posel, covering her teammate after her hit.
So side out to Alexandria. And it's Lila Schlichting serving. Serve played by Rocori up to the front. Tip goes over, but contact made at the net by the Spartans on the follow through there.
Yeah, it's either that or she might have crossed the center line.
So 24-11 now for Alexandria and a set point. 24-12, I should say. The Spartans with a dozen. Cardinals a dozen times 2. And now we've got a serve on a volley over. Oh my, Avery Posel gobbled that up. As Quali Real Estate brings you the instant replay for our YouTube audience. That ended up being a strong serve there by Lila Schlichting. Overpass results in a kill for Avery Posel. And we will play a minimum of 4 sets tonight in Cold Spring. Alexandria prevails in the third set over Rocori, 25 points to 12. Tim, JP, and yours truly, DMAC, will return to Cold Spring with the 4th set of varsity volleyball after this timeout.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best. Piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks. Custom wood creations. Designed for beauty, built for life.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Welcome back to Rocori High School in Cold Spring, along with our videographer, JP Boleen, and my broadcast partner, Tim Zupfer. This is DMAC, Dave McClurg. Alexandria plays on into set number 4, and Meadow Zimpel will be the first server in this 4th set, and she's going to deal an ace. As Rocori had trouble on the serve receive there. And it's 1-0. Again, the Cardinals in must-win mode as they were in set number 3.
Yeah, Meadow kind of got us started in the last set with some strong serving.
Yep, she served as Alexandria was able to get up by a 6-2 advantage. Short serve here as the Spartans play it. And then the right side attack by Jessica Bowes dug out. The Cardinals will try their right side, and the Sydney Croct hit off the Rocori block is good. The Spartans were not able to block it back in play, so Croct will get the kill. And it is now 2-0 for Alexandria. Next serve by Zimpel, played by Bowes. Quick set here as Chloe Levine feeds to Bryn Lummel, and Lummel will record the kill.
Yeah, when they've had the hits in from the middle, they've been tough to stop. They get that pass and set up very quickly for the hitter before our block can get set.
Now Jessica Bowes will serve. Larkin Rupert gets the ball to Zimpel, then the left side attack by Croct is dug out. Spartans will try Ashlyn Fuchs, and she cannot get her hit in play. She was trying to go down the line on the left side and hit it out of bounds.
And Rocori had more hitting errors in set 3, and they had another one there.
So it's 3-1 for the Cardinals, and Lila Schlichting will be the server. Serve played by Bowes, back set here by Levine, goes over to Bryn Lummel, and Lummel will put it away.
Yeah, that time she hit from the right side. Her previous kill was from the middle.
So it's now Alexandria 3, Rocori 2. And the Spartans, Bryn Lummel to serve. Alexandria able to send it back over on a off-speed shot for a kill.
I think that was Sydney Croct, wasn't it?
I believe so. So 4-2 now for the Alexandria Cardinals. And now Avery Polzel will actually step to the serving line here. Serve is on a line played by the Spartans. The middle attack is good. That will be sophomore Noah Hearn on the kill for Rocori. So the Spartans get a side out. Polzel will go to the bench as libero Emily Doherty is in. Heidi Willenbring, the head coach of the Spartans, will go to her bench. Elliot Satterstrom will be in to go back to serve. Short serve here. Doherty not able to play it up to the setter. Again, that one was dropping rather quickly, so Satterstrom with an effective serve there to tie the score.
Yeah, Satterstrom, freshman setter, she comes in for Levine, running a two-setter offense.
Now a deep serve here. Cardinals play it. It goes to the left side for Larkin Rupert. Her hit dug out. Now a set by Satterstrom, and then Ashlyn Fuchs is able to drill the winner for Rocori. Cardinals were able to dig, but the pass off that dig goes into the net.
Yeah, Rocori looks like they're moving the ball around a little bit better this set too, with attacking from multiple spots.
And now we've got a serve that comes off the top of the net but does not clear, and it will go back to Alexandria on the side out. Now we're going to see Hadley Marty back in the front row with Meadow Zimpel going out. So Sydney Croct will be back to serve for the Cards. 5-5 our score. Bowes gets the ball to Satterstrom, then it comes to the left side to Fuchs. Her hit kept alive. The Cardinals scramble and will volley it over. Now it's going to be played by Hearn to Satterstrom, then to Hearn, and we've got a ball that kind of got toward the net. Alexandria rejected the Nora Hearn attack, and the Cardinals are going to get the point.
Yeah, the ball just stayed on their side of the net and hit the floor on that side.
So Alexandria takes the lead at 6-5. Croc's next serve played by Rocori. It comes up to the left side, and I think Ashlyn Fuchs was kind of deciding what to do from her back at the 10-foot line, and the indecision may have cost her there as she sends her attack into the net.
Well, they're a little out of system due to a strong serve.
So it's 7-5 now for Alexandria. Sydney Croc's next serve, low pass on the serve receive. Fuchs gets it this time, and her hit is going to be out of bounds.
That hit was wide.
So it's now 8-5. And again, more strong serving from Alexandria's junior Sydney Croct. Again, if you're watching on our YouTube channel, Alexandria serves left to right on your screen. Here's a serve, and that's going to end up being an ace. Little communication breakdown in the back row, and that's going to prompt Coach Heidi Willenbring to take that first time out here in the fourth set. We will go commercial free here in set number 4 as Alexandria has taken the 4-point lead. And Tim, it's very encouraging. It seems like some of the momentum that the Cardinals were able to get on their side in set 3 is starting to carry over into set 4.
Yeah, we gained some momentum. We're playing with a little bit more energy, and I think it all started with some stronger serving and moving the ball around offensively, and then we've had fewer hitting errors, and Rocori has started to have some hitting errors, which they had very few in sets 1 and 2.
Right. I don't know if the Spartans could have played perfect volleyball in sets 1 and 2, but they played pretty close to it. Yeah. But this has looked like a different Rocori team in sets 3 and 4.
And a different Alexandria team.
Exactly. And that's why, and Coach Z has pointed it out during many of our volleyball broadcasts, the sport of volleyball is a momentum sport, and once you lose momentum, it's tough to get it back.
Yeah, you've noticed that Rocori's used 3 of their timeouts the last 2 sets and didn't need any of them in the first 2 sets.
Sydney Crocht will serve again. It's played by Jessica Bose, then the set by Satterstrom. Bose will send it from the 10-foot line, but the Cardinals dig it out. Rupert will go diagonal here. The Spartans dig. Now a tip back over. Crocht will get it to Hadley Marty, then a back row attack here, and this one is too long.
Yeah, that one's just a little bit too long, but I liked, I think it was a good play. It just didn't quite execute it.
Yeah, as Lila Schlichting was trying to get that attack for the winner. Side out to Rocori, and Ashlyn Fuchs will serve. Serve played by Sydney Crocht to Marty, back to Crocht, right side. Her hit dug out. Now it's Satterstrom setting it up, and the hit is into the net. Bose not able to get her attack over, and it's a side out to the Alexandria Cardinals. Now we'll have Quinn Hodgins in as a substitution for Rocori. Meanwhile, you're going to have Larkin Rupert checking out with Ella Eisel re-entering. So Eisel with the serve. Her team up by 4 points in a must-win game 4. Deep serve here, comes up front and the loft, and it's eventually volleyed over by Nora Hearn. Here's a play right side, and Jensen able to get it away from the block, but could not place her hit in.
Yeah, it was just wide.
So that makes the score Alexandria 10, Rocori 7. And Miley Hess will be the server. Serve is on a line. It ends up being an overpass, so the Spartans will run the offense. It comes into the middle, and we're going to have an ace block up front. There's Campbell Jensen providing the wall for the Alexandria Cardinals. As we see that on our YouTube channel, the Quali Real Estate instant replay as the attack by the Spartans was denied up front by Campbell Jensen. Side out to Alexandria. Here is Emily Doherty serving, and her serve is into the net. Just the 3rd miss from the serving line tonight for the Alexandria Cardinals. Now we'll have Elliot Satterstrom checking out, along with Ashley Pleckenpole, as the players that re-enter for the Spartans include Shane Schreifels to play up front, and Chloe Labine back to serve. Labine serve played by the Cardinals. It's going to be a back row attack here by Sydney Crocht, and it's dug out. Now a play in the middle. The hit by Lummel is blocked. Now it's going to be Bowles trying it. Her hit dug out by Eisel. Now to Hadley Marty. Then the roll shot by Lila Schlichting dug out. Schreifels will take a swing. That's dug out by Eisel. Play to the right side. Crocht will attack, and it's too long.
Too bad there. Ella Eisel with 3 digs during that rally.
Yep, pretty good sustained rally by the teams, but Rocori gets the point, and that allows Chloe Labine to serve again. The Spartans lead the match 2-1, and right now Rocori's down by 2 in the 4th set, 11-9. Schlichting receives the short serve, plays it to Hadley Marty, then her hit is into a block. It'll be returned by Rocori. Now the Cardinals will set it up. It comes over to the left side again to Schlichting. Now a play in the middle. Bryn Lummel's hit off a block, kept alive, volleyed back over. Now the Spartans look to reload. Left side attack by Bose is dug out by Eisel. Up to Hadley Marty, then the hit down the line is good.
Oh, credit Avery Posel earlier in that rally. She had a block, came down on her side of the net, followed by a dig, kept that ball alive.
And the Cardinals earn point number 12 to go up by 3. Meadow Zimpel returns, and she's back to serve for Alexandria.
And only one service point by Labine.
Now a deep serve here, and the Spartans having some issues playing it. It'll be a volley over. Cardinals can run the offense. It comes to the right side, where Sydney Crocht is able to send it off the Rocori block and get the kill.
Yeah, again, good serving. Keeps Rocori out of system.
Alexandria 13, Rocori 9. Here's a short serve played by Bose. It's up to Labine, then the middle attack by Lummel, and that will be good, despite a gallant attempt there by Emily Doherty to keep that ball moving.
Yeah, that was a very nice effort.
So a side out to the Spartans. Now Jessica Bose will go back to serve for Rocori.
Another good server. Can't let her get on a run.
Here's a serve played to the left side, and the hit by Crocht kept alive. Bose will return it. Now Alexandria with the play in the middle, and Posel will put it away. For our YouTube audience, let's check out that replay as it's being brought to you by Quality Real Estate. The good quick set there, leading to a middle attack and a kill for Avery Posel.
Couple nice defensive plays by Ella Eisel again.
So now Lila Schlichting will serve for Alexandria. Serve received by Rocori. Labine sets it up. It'll be a back row attack, and it goes out of bounds by Jessica Bose. Back to a 5-point lead for Alexandria in a fourth set that the Cardinals must win. Schlichting will deal again. Serve played by the libero Hess up to Labine. Then the hit by Fuchs is off a block. Now played by Larkin Rupert. Her hit kept alive. Back set comes over to Schreifels, and Shane Schreifels from the right side will get the kill for the Spartans.
Yeah, she mixed it up a little bit there that time going cross court with that hit.
So a side out to Rocori. And now Bryn Lummel will serve for the Rocori Spartans. Serve on a line. Doherty gets it to Meadow Zimpel, then Larkin Rupert's hit is blocked. Alexandria looks to reload. Crocht on the right side got it over the block. Rocori will volley, and then it's sent over by Fuchs. Now a play here in the back row. Cardinals try Crocht, and her hit is so strong off the Rocori block that the pass off the block went over the half court, and Sydney Crocht will get the kill.
Yeah, she's really asserted herself in sets 3 and 4 here. She's had some strong swings and some finesse shots drop.
So now Avery Posel will serve. Rocori with the play. It'll be an attack from the back row, and that is too long. And again, the Spartans having some issues getting hits in play. Alexandria 17, Rocori 11 here in this fourth set. And Posel will be back at the serving line again. This serve is deep, played in the back row by the Spartans. Ashlyn Fuchs. Eventually it comes back to Fuchs. Now a dump over by Zimpel. The Spartans read it. Play at the net, and we've got a block at the net there. I think Campbell Jensen was able to deflect that tip attempt there. And that's going to prompt a timeout as Alexandria builds the lead to 7. We're going to keep it right here with the Alexandria Cardinals leading the Rocori Spartans by a score of 18-11. And Tim, if you're an Alexandria fan, you've got to be feeling pretty good right now, especially sets 3 and 4. The Cardinals have really upped their level of play. I like what you said earlier, that the Cardinals have mixed up their attack a little bit, that they're not centering on just the middle or just the left side, that they're sending it to different spots on the floor.
Yeah, they've had quite a few more attacks from the right side, especially with Sydney Crocht. And Sydney herself has done a nice job of mixing it up, going both off speed and with some strong swings as well. We have served so much better, and also held. I mean, Rocori's got about 2-3 really good servers, especially their first two, Labine and Bose, and we have not let them get on a service run, which they did in the first couple of sets.
Yeah, so Alexandria has a 7-point lead in the must-win 4th set. Again, Rocori leads the match, 2-1. Here's a deep serve by Avery Pozo. Rocori receives it. Fuchs will go down the line left side, and she will record the kill for the Spartans.
Yeah, they handled that serve a much better, got in their offense, and a real nice swing by Fuchs.
Now we're going to have Ashley Pleckenpole and Elliot Satterstrom re-entering for the Spartans as a couple of players sit down, including Chloe Labine. And now we've got a serve that's too long by Satterstrom. So back to Alexandria on the side out.
And we have Hadley Marty rotating in to the front row. She'll set from her front row for Meadow Zimpel. And rotates out.
And it's Sydney Croc's turn to serve. And this serve played by the libero Hess to Satterstrom, and then the hit from the back row kept alive by Alexandria. Larkin Rupert will take a swing. That's off the block. Bose with the dig, then it's dumped over, but Emily Doherty reads it. Now a play in the middle, and it's going to be a kill for Campbell Jensen.
All right.
So a good quick set there by Hadley Marty, leading to the Jensen kill shot.
Yeah, our last two kills, one from the middle, one from the right side.
And Alexandria leads by 8 at 20-12. Left-handed server, that's Sydney Croc. Her serve played by Fuchs. Up to Satterstrom, and then the hit right side off the deflection is good for Ashley Pleckenpole.
Yep, our block was there. We got a couple of hands on it, but she was able to get that ball past our blockers.
So now Fuchs will deal for the Rocori Spartans. Cardinals just hope to get a side out here. Now the ball kept in the back row, so Alexandria has to volley it over. Now the Spartans will play it to the left side. The hit by Bose, dug out by Emily Doherty. Set up by Marty. It's a back set here, and Sydney Croc will find an opening and get the kill for the Cardinals.
Real nice teamwork there. Pass by Doherty, set by Marty, and a swing by Croc.
21-13 Alexandria. Larkin Rupert will check out as Ella Eisel will re-enter here. Again, Alexandria must win this 4th set to force it to a 5th and deciding set. Deep serve played by Hess. Then a quick set, and then the tip up front, and Noah Hearn could not get her tip over.
Yeah, she actually tipped it a little short. I don't think it would have gone over, but we took any option of that happening away.
22-13 Alexandria. Next serve is deep. Hess gets it up to Satterstrom. Then the hit by Bose is going to be good. Cardinals did return the attack, but the ball sails out of play, so Jessica Bose will get the kill.
Yeah, nice effort by Emily Doherty, but was not able to keep that dig in play.
Here's Miley Hess serving for the Spartans. Deep serve here, played by the Cardinals' Ella Eisel up to Hadley Marty. Then the hit by Schlichting over the block, kept alive. Now Rocori will tap it over. Bose hit dug out. Now we've got to play right side. Croc has her hit kept alive. Now sent back over by Bose. Now a play up to the left side for Schlichting. That hit dug out by Quinn Hodgins. To Satterstrom to the left side. Another denial on the Jessica Bose attack. Schlichting will try to go down the line left side, but could not get her hit inbound.
She had the right idea there, but just a little too long on that long tip.
So it's Alexandria 22, Rocori 15. Next serve for Miley Hess is a short one. Emily Doherty gets it up front, and then it's going to be tapped over, volleyed back. Now a play here for Schlichting. That's dug out by Hodgins. Now a back set, and this one will be too long on the swing by Ashley Pleckenpole. So the Cardinals do get a point on a side out.
Yeah, that was a big side out. She started to get a little bit of a service run going.
And Alexandria leads by 8, 23-15. Here's Emily Doherty serving. It's played by Rocori. Satterstrom will set it up. It's sent over by the Spartans. Now a play to the left side, and Schlichting comes through with the bomb.
That was probably her strongest hit of the night.
And Elila Schlichting, the freshman, recording the kill, and now a set point chance for Alexandria at 24-15. The Cardinals trying to force a fifth and deciding set tonight at Rocori High School. Doherty will put her serve in play. Low pass, it does get it to Satterstrom, and then the hit by the Spartans is over. Now it's volleyed back. Cardinals will look to reload here. Schlichting tipping it off the block. It's sent back by Lummel here. Now a play in the middle, and it's put away by Avery Polzo. I think she gets a winning kill shot for a second straight set. And Alexandria has forced a fifth and deciding set here in Cold Spring tonight. So the Cardinals win the fourth set by 10, 25-15. All four of the sets have been rather decisive for the teams that have won. But right now, Alexandria's roared back from a two-set deficit, and we've got another five-set match here on our Leighton Media platforms. The Cardinals claim Game 4 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, 25-15. Set number 5 follows these words from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports programming.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Make it Jetner Motors, your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors, your best price dealer.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
Do you want to spend a couple hours a week with friends? How about joining a bowling league at Garden Center Lanes?
It's a fun time, and you don't have to even be a pro. We have bowlers of all skill levels. We have leagues for men, women, co-ed, and even kids, with morning, afternoon, and evenings available.
Stop by Garden Center or give us a call today at 763-6565, and we can find the league just for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors, serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors, one low price, plain and simple.
Set number 5 of varsity volleyball has Alexandria getting the first serve, and the first attack in the fifth set is a hitting error for Bryn Lummel, and Alexandria, with Meadow Zimpel serving, takes a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, the hit was just wide on the right side there.
So now Zimpel will serve again. This one a short serve played by Jessica Bowes, back set by Chloe Levine, then it comes back to Bowes, and this time she'll go down the line on the right side and get the kill. So 1-1 our score here in the fifth set. This is the third time in 4 matches this year that Alexandria's played a 5-setter. The Cardinals are 2-0. Here's Bowes serving. It's played by Emily Doherty, set up by Meadow Zimpel, and then the left side attack by Sydney Croct is good. Croct getting the winner, and Alexandria takes a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, that's the one rotation where she hits the first ball over from the left side, then she rotates to the right.
Now Ella Eisel was in the starting lineup for the start of the 5th set. She now heads to the bench with Larkin Rupert in. Lila Schlichting's serve is going to be played by Rocori. It comes up to the left side, and Ashlyn Fuchs will get her hit off the Alexandria block, and good for the kill.
Yeah, both teams doing a good job of offense. Looks pretty solid from both teams right now.
Now it's Bryn Lummel's turn to serve for Rocori. 2-2 in the 5th set. Now serve played by Alexandria. Comes up to Croct, getting it over the block. Rocori with the dig. Schreifels will take the swing. That's rejected. Rocori will reload. It comes to the left side, and Ashlyn Fuchs able to get a roll shot over the Cardinals block for the winner. And for the first time in this 5th set, the Spartans have taken the lead. It's Rocori 3, Alexandria 2.
Yeah, she went off speed that time and just caught us a little flat-footed.
Now Lummel to serve again. This serve played by Emily Doherty. High set by Meadows Simple, and then Larkin Rupert able to work her way through that Rocori block to get the kill.
Yeah, and that was one of her better swings tonight. She's had a number of kills, but that was one of her stronger swings.
So we're tied at 3. We've been deadlocked at 1, 2, and 3. And now the Cardinals have Avery Posel serving. This serve is too long. It missed by mere inches from being an ace.
It was close, but it was long.
So back to Rocori on the side out. The Spartans will bring Elliot Satterstrom and Ashley Pleckenpole back in.
Cardinals have been a little bit stronger these sets when Labine is out.
Yeah, and Satterstrom's serve received by Alexandria from the 10-foot line. Sydney Croct sends it over. Rocori with the play. Now Fuchs tries to go down the line. It's dug out by Meadows Simple. Then it goes to Doherty, and then the hit by Rupert off the block. Rocori will return it. Doherty with another dig. Now up to Campbell Jensen, then to Larkin Rupert. That's kept alive. Now we've got a volley over. Played here by Schlichting. Then to Meadows Simple, and then the hit right side by Croc comes through strong. Croc will get the winner for the Alexandria Cardinals. Side out to Alexandria. We are tied again 4-4.
Nice play by not only by Croc there, but Schlichting with getting the first ball up.
Croc will be back to serve for the Cardinals. Deep serve here received by Hess. High set by Satterstrom, and then the hit down the line is going to be good by Ashlyn Fuchs. Fuchs now with 3 swings for kills in this deciding set.
Yeah, she started to assert herself.
And it is a 5-4 lead for Rocori. Ashlyn Fuchs to serve. It's played by Doherty. Set up here by Hadley Marty, and then the hit right side by Sydney Croct is over. And the Cardinals retie the score.
Yeah, that was from her right side position, but the play was a little bit more to the center of the court where she was set to on that play.
Now Ella Eisel will re-enter as Larkin Rupert will check out for the Cardinals. Eisel to serve. It's on a line played by Hess. Now to Satterstrom. Up to Bose. She'll loft it over. Dug by Croct. Now to Marty. Then the hit by Schlichting is into the block. And then Lila tried to volley it back over. And the volley goes out of bounds. So Rocori now takes a 1-point lead at 6-5. This one going point for point. Neither team has had a 2-point lead to this point of the 5th set. Deep serve here. Croct played it away from the net. Now to Ella Eisel, then tipped over by Schlichting. The Spartans will play it. Here's a hit dug out by Doherty. Now a play left side, and the strike is off the deflection by Lila Schlichting, and the kill for Alexandria. 6-6 now our score here in the 5th and deciding set.
Yeah, our defense continues to be strong, popping those balls up.
Libero Emily Doherty will serve. Short serve worked up to the front. Tip goes over, dug out here by Schlichting. Back set by Marty, goes to Croct. that hit dug out. Now it's going to be set up to the left side, and the hit down the line is good. Jessica Bowes dealing up and getting the kill for the Spartans.
And the Spartans have started attacking quite a bit from that left side.
Rocori goes on top 7-6. Shane Schreifels and Chloe Labine come back in, and Labine will be the server. Serve is deep, and a couple of low passes. Doherty will volley it over. Spartans will run it into the middle, and the hit is good by Bryn Lummel. I think that starts with an effective serve by Chloe Labine, and the Cardinals really could never get the good passes going, and Coach Mary Byrne is going to take a timeout here. Again, we'll go commercial free in this 5th set, which you are enjoying on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube and also on KXRA Radio. What do you anticipate is being discussed here, Tim, with Rocori now possessing the first 2-point lead in this set?
Well, I think the biggest reason for the timeout is Rocori started to gain just a little bit momentum there. That's the main thing probably the main reason for calling the timeout, and then probably coming up with a certain play that they want to run here. Maybe they attack out of the back row, but Hess has started some tough serves. So job number 1 is to get a good pass off her serve.
So we'll see if that can happen here. Alexandria would love to get a side out here as Rocori is moved in front by 2, 8-6. The Spartans in front on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard.
Actually, it was Labine serving.
Yes, Chloe Labine at the serving line. And her serve is short. Set does go to Lila Schlichting. Her hit off the block, and Rocori is unable to dig it up. So Lila Schlichting is able to get the kill and a side out to the Alexandria Cardinals.
Yeah, that was a real important side out. See if we can get some tough serves in now, get a little bit more momentum back our way.
Meadow Zimpel in for Hadley Marty. It's Zimpel serving. Serve played by Hess up to the setter Labine, and she finds Bryn Lummel in the middle, and Lummel will put it away on the kill.
Yeah, they had perfect serve receive that time and got it to Lummel, and she gets it that quick, it's tough to block.
And now Jessica Bowes will serve for the Rocori Spartans. Schlichting gets it, then it's set up, and Sydney Crocht will get the kill for Alexandria. Unofficially now 20 kills on the night for the juniors, Sydney Crocht.
Yeah, she's really, she didn't have a great start to this match, but sets 3, 4, and 5, she's played very well.
And now Lila Schlichting will be the server for the Cardinals. Serve played by the Rocori libero, and now it's going to come up, and it's going to be Lummel on the right side, and she'll bang it off the Alexandria block for the kill.
Well, at least she goes to the back row now.
Yes, that's true. As Bryn Lummel will be the server with Rocori leading 10-8. Serve received by the Cardinals. High set here by Meadow Zimpel, and then to Sydney Crocht, and Crocht continues with the hot hand. She's going to record the kill, and the Cardinals get a side out. Important here is somewhere Alexandria is going to have to get a point on its own serve.
Well, let's do it here.
Keep trading side outs. Rocori's going to win the match.
In.
And there you go. Avery Posel is going to deal an ace as we watch it on the YouTube channel, Quality Real Estate, bringing you the instant replay there. A solid serve by Avery Posel to get this tied at 10.
Yeah, a floater that died right at the back line.
So 10-10 the score, then a let serve here. Play by Rocori, and the hit is good. Ashlyn Fuchs strikes from the 10-foot line and gets the kill.
Rocori made a nice adjustment on that let serve. It was a tough one to play, but they made the adjustment.
Here comes Elliot Satterstrom back in for the Spartans, who lead 11-10. Can Alexandria get a side out here? Deep serve worked up to the front. Zimpel will set it up for Larkin Rupert, and her hit is into the net. No good. So it's now Rocori 12, Alexandria 10.
Almost a must-have side out here.
And again, Satterstrom to serve. Short serve played by Doherty, back set by Zimpel. Then it comes to Sydney Crocht, and Crocht does not disappoint. She'll get the side out after her kill. Now Hadley Marty in for Meadow Zimpel.
See if Croc can roll out some serves here for us.
Cardinals down 12-11. Sydney Crocht with a strong serve played here by Bowes up to Satterstrom, and then the rejection up front. An ace block there as Quali Real Estate again brings you the instant replay for our YouTube audience as Ashlyn Fuchs, who has been hot in this set, as the strike is made and a denial up front for the Alexandria Cardinals. I think we'll make that ace block. I believe Avery Polzel got it there.
No, that was Campbell Jensen.
Oh, Campbell Jensen. We're going to make that our Culver's play of the game. Our thanks to Culver's in Alexandria for sponsoring the play of the game. An ace block for Campbell Jensen. I think that's her fourth ace block of the night, and it could not come in a more timely manner as it reties the score. Rocori takes the timeout as we're now even at 12. So Alexandria will get the opportunity here to try to continue on with Sydney Crocht at the serving line. Tied 12-12. Big serve coming here from Sydney Crocht. It is over. Played in the back row by Bowes up to Satterstrom. Then the hit down the line. Off a deflection, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, we had a touch.
So it's going to be a kill for the Rocori Spartans.
I think both line judges had a touch there, and we had the touch up here too.
Yep, so 13-12 for Rocori after the Ashlyn Fuchs kill, and now she's back to serve. Serve will be played here. Set up in the middle, tip over the block, dug out. Volleyed up, it's going to be a chance for Bowes, and her hit is going to be good. Bowes will come through with the winner for the Spartans. So a match point opportunity now for Rocori, leading 14-12. And that's going to prompt Alexandria head coach Mary Byrne to take her team's final timeout. That allows us to let you know that you are listening to tonight's broadcast on People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM. Audio through the Voice of Alexandria app, powered by Mission Mechanical Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Our special thanks to Integrity Title of Alexandria for providing the live streaming. Integrity Title is our signature streaming sponsor of Alexandria Sports Play-by-Play. Alexandria desperately needs a side out, then the Cardinals will need to score off their own serve. The Spartans will try to win it here, up by a score of 14-12. And it's sent over by Ashlyn Fuchs, played by Lila Schlichting. It'll be a back row attack, dug out. Satterstrom will set it up to the left side. Bowes with the roll shot, it's dug out. Now a play left side. Rupert's hit off the block. That's dug out by the Rocori libero. Here's the swing, and it goes out of bounds.
Yep.
And play will continue on. Ashley Pleckenpole could not get her hit in play.
Well, you came into after the timeout stating we needed a side out and a point off our serve. We got the first half complete.
Yep, and now it's Ella Eisel back in to serve for the Cardinals. Here's a play. It goes up front. Left side attack is going to be out, and it's going to be an attack for a kill.
Wow.
And I think we're going to have some discussion here. Mary Byrne, I think, wants to, have the officials discuss it here. I think the Cardinals were thinking that the attack went off the block and then the ball hit the line. On the line, but we have not seen anything as of yet as to.
It's on the far sideline. The head official isn't going to be able to see that, and the down official is watching the center line and the net, so I don't think they can overrule it.
Yep, that's going to do it. It's going to be a winning kill on the left side. for the Spartans, Jessica Bowes, and the Spartans are going to prevail by a final score of 15-13 in set number 5. So Alexandria is able to roar back from a 2-set deficit. Set number 5 goes right down to the wire, but Rocori gets the 2-point victory by a final score of 15-13. And the Spartans hand Alexandria loss number 1 in the 2025 season. Rocori gets the edge in the head-to-head meetings this year. These teams will play in Alexandria 3 weeks from tonight in a broadcast on KXRA Radio and the Voice of Alexandria app. But Rocori prevails tonight, defending its home floor, defeating the Alexandria Cardinals 3-2. Along with JP Boleen and our commentator Tim Zupfer, I am Dave McClurg. We'll take a break, and then we're back with our Juttner Motors post-match coverage after this timeout.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Resorters Marine in Osiquez. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorters Marine and Outdoors in Osiquez.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building. Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
At Rocori High School in Cold Spring, the Alexandria Cardinals play the maximum number of sets, but for the first time this year, the Cardinals come out on the short end of a 5-set match. Alexandria won sets 3 and 4, but Rocori wins sets 1, 2, and 5. The Spartans prevailing at the end in the 5th set by 2 points, 15-13. Along with my broadcast partner, Tim Zupfer, this is DMAC Dave McClurg, welcoming you to our post-match coverage brought to you by Juttner Motors, your best price dealer in Alexandria, offering Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and much, much more. We're going to go through some stats during the second portion of our Juttner Motors post-game report. But right now we have one of the Alexandria seniors joining us upstairs here at Rocori High School. Our player interview is presented to you by Quality Toyota of Fergus Falls. How far would you drive for a great deal from Quality Toyota? What's your number? You can visit when you stop into the community of Fergus Falls during regular hours. The showroom is on West Lincoln Avenue, or you can visit online anytime at qualitytoyota.net. Campbell Jensen is our special guest. And Campbell, I know the last time I visited with you, I think was at the state girls volleyball tournament last fall, but welcome. For those that are not watching on the YouTube channel tonight, if they're only getting the radio feed, I need to ask you what's your number in terms of your jersey number that you wear on game night.
Yep, I'm number 9.
Very good. And is number 9 the jersey that you've worn now for a few years?
No, I took 9 over this year. Hadley wore it last year, but it's always been my club number, so.
Excellent.
Yep.
Campbell, I know that your team has played, some extended volleyball. I think 4 sets now completed, or 4 matches, and 3 of the 4 matches have gone 5 sets. What was different about the match here in Rocori tonight, different from, your wins at Sartell and your win at Detroit Lakes?
I think just right away we started off kind of slow. Our energy was not where it should have been the first 2 sets, but otherwise I think our energy picked up. But that's been something we've really been focusing on, is our energy. But honestly, nothing should have been different. It started slow for us.
It seemed to me as I was watching play that your energy was not at the level that you would like it to be. Rocori really came out hot. I don't know if the Spartans could have played a lot better than they did in the first 2 sets. Yeah. When your team goes down 2-0 and you're kind of in must-win mode from that point, what is the philosophy among the players on the bench and the coaches? What were they encouraging you and the team, as you're getting ready for set number 3 down 2-0?
Yeah, it was just mainly for us to stay in our bubble. We knew we could come back, but it was all about our mental toughness, really. And Mary was just really encouraging us to stay in our bubble, serve and pass, and do what we know to do. But, yeah.
It's interesting that the term the bubble has been mentioned not only by you, but Coach Byrne mentioned it ahead of our broadcast. If you're successfully in your bubble, is that kind of the mental toughness aspect and kind of shutting out everything that might be going on around you?
Yep, it's just focusing on us, not really focusing on our opponent, just doing what we know we can do.
Then sets 3 and 4 come along, and your team looked, obviously a lot better than sets 1 and 2. But what was going well in the 3rd and 4th sets, and really into the 5th set too?
Yeah, our defense was so good. Emily played so well the whole game, and then our energy too picked up towards the end. So I think, our defense and our energy was really the pusher there.
We are visiting right now with Campbell Jensen from the Alexandria Cardinal volleyball team. Campbell, I might have a couple of questions for you in just a bit, but I'm going to let Tim Zupfer, my broadcast partner, share his observations and maybe a question or two.
So did Coach Byrne talk about your serving at all? Because I thought your serving the team's serving got a lot stronger starting with set 3 as well.
Yeah, that was honestly the case in DL2. We've just, serving was definitely stronger, and she definitely emphasized that. So.
Okay. And, I thought, defensively, I thought in those first 2 sets it wasn't terrible, but every rally seemed to go Rocori's way, and they didn't have many hitting errors, and we had a number of hitting errors in those first couple sets, and I thought we really decreased our hitting errors after sets 1 and 2.
Yeah, the coaches just, they made it clear to us that the tipping zone was open. Rocori wasn't really picking those tips up, so our hitters definitely tuned in on that, and we try to start incorporating some more tips in. So.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. Sydney started getting some tips in there, and as well as Lila, and then after they started covering that, then I thought the team started swinging a whole lot stronger and got some kills that way as well.
For sure, yeah.
We are getting together here with Campbell Jensen from the Alexandria Cardinal volleyball team. The Cardinals fall to the Rocori Spartans in a 5-set match. With 4 matches now complete, Campbell, what are you seeing out of the team? I mean, what has looked good? And if you were to be, critically honest, if you will, what are areas that you feel the team will get better in?
I think I've just the freshmen and the young girls have really stepped up. It's just been really good to see the push and the fight and the mental toughness, but something we can definitely improve on is our defense. Like tonight, it was the best I've ever seen it, but that's definitely something we can improve on, especially with big hitters that Rocori had.
I know that the road trips continue for you into the weekend. I think down to Marshall tomorrow and an overnight stay down there for the tournament there. I know you're going to get the chance to play some great competition. I think Burnsville is the first opponent that you play, but what do you want to see out of the team when you go into southwestern Minnesota?
It's definitely going to be a fight for us, but I think just seeing the push and the mental toughness will be good, and just continuing our momentum and not letting this game slow us down.
I know that later on when the postseason rolls around, Campbell, your team's going to be a new playoff home, that being Class 4A Section 8. So in that section this year, we've got two teams that went to state last year. St. Michael Albertville's the defending section champion, and now you're in coming out of Class AAA. I do need to ask you, and I'll probably ask all your teammates when they come on, what was it like to be in downtown St. Paul when you knocked off Marshall to win the state championship last November?
I still think about it every day. It was so cool. I miss all the seniors, but yeah, it was awesome.
I really thought you played some of your best volleyball in the state tournament. Did you see that out of the team in general, that the best play was right at the end of the year?
Yes, for sure. We all stepped it up, and it was just like our highest level of play that we saw, so yeah.
I do say this from a fun note. I've interacted with Marshall's head coach, Dan Westby, once or twice since that championship match. I think that loss burned on him for several days after that. So you probably gave him a few more gray hairs. But Campbell, thanks so much for the comments after the match. Good luck down in Marshall this weekend. And us three will see you in St. Cloud next Thursday night.
Thank you.
There is Campbell Jensen, our Quality Toyota Cardinal Athlete Player of tonight's match. Alexandria falls at Rocori High School as the Spartans prevail in 5 sets. Tim, JP, and I will be back with more of our Jutner Motors post-match coverage after this timeout.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Better water starts with Eco Water. Get started today and discover Eco Water's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Resorts Marine in Gas. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Gas.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Back one final time at Rocori High School, where the Spartans volleyball team hands the Alexandria Cardinals their first loss in girls volleyball this year. It took 5 sets, but the Spartans prevailed, noting Rocori scores first in the sequence 25-15, 25-18, 12-25, 15-25, 15-13. So the fifth and deciding set did not go extra points. Rocori got it done, getting basically breaking away from a 12-12 tie, and then getting the necessary sequences to go their way. Some pretty solid serving late from Elliot Satterstrom and Ashlyn Fuchs, and then a winning kill shot at the end for Jessica Bose, and the Spartans get the 2-point win over Alexandria, 15-13 in that fifth set. And, Tim, as we bring you back on our Jutner Motors post-game report, I think Campbell really had a lot of very valid points there, that a sluggish start. And, team's been on the road already a lot this week. They've had 3 days of classes so far. And, this road trip is about an hour for them. They had an hour and a half road trip. And I don't want to make excuses or anything like that, but it seems that this week so far it's taken a little while to get adjusted. Maybe that's different tomorrow when they go down to Burnsville, because everybody's going to be making a road trip into Marshall except for the hosts.
Well, yeah, it's always an adjustment that first week of school anyway, and to have 2 road trips that first week of school, I mean, your whole sleep patterns are a little bit different, Coaching staff's not going to let that be an excuse, but it is, it is an adjustment, and and they'll be on the road early tomorrow. So, but this competition early in the season it has been good, and their experience in Marshall, regardless of how how the matches come out, I know they're going to compete, and just learning to compete at that high level is going to do them well for the rest of the season.
Let's go through some of the unofficial numbers here. I'll just give some leaders and kills and give some numbers on set assists, and then I will promise to have Tim in. I neglected to let him share some information on the defensive work with Diggs the other night up in Detroit Lakes. But, hey, it's early in the season for us as well, so we're trying to get things refined and everything. But leading the way on the attack for the Spartans, they actually had some pretty good balance. I had Jessica Bose, Bryn Lummel, and Ashlyn Fuchs, all with between 12 and 15 kill shots on the night. So nice 1-2-3 punch there for the Spartans. Lummel unofficially finished with 15 kills. She is a sophomore for the Rocori volleyball team. And then Ashlyn Fuchs from the outside, the senior hitter, with 14 kills on the night. And Jessica Bose, another upperclassman for the Spartans, she would end up with 12 kills in the match for Rocori. Guiding the offense tonight, Chloe Labine did the primary amount of setting. She would end up recording the majority of the set assists. I had her unofficially with 31 tonight. And Elliot Satterstrom, a sophomore setter, freshman setter, I should say, for Rocori, she had about 12 assists in tonight's match. Rocori had Bryn Lummel and Shane Schreifels and Noah Hearn, Elliot Satterstrom assisting on some blocks. I think Schreifels had a solo block as well for Rocori tonight. Offensively for Alexandria, once again, junior Sydney Croct leading the way. I had her unofficially with 22 kills on the night. Then the production dropped off a little bit. Campbell Jensen with 7 kills. She also was quite effective at the net. She assisted on some double blocks, and I had her for 4 solo blocks, including a big one in the fifth set, which tied the deciding set at 12 points apiece. And after some preliminary discussion, we declared that our Culver's play of the game, the ace block by our post-match guest, Campbell Jensen, which would make it a 12-12 score. Alexandria able to come back from a couple of 2-point deficits. They eventually got the game even, but Alexandria could not take the lead after it was 12-12, and Rocori would score 3 of the final 4 points of the match. Lila Schlichting unofficially with 9 kills tonight. Avery Polzel getting some well-placed shots as well. She had about a half a dozen kills tonight. And Larkin Rupert was able to get a few kills attacking the left side. Distributing the ball tonight unofficially, Meadow Zimpel with 24 set assists and Hadley Marty with 15 for Alexandria. So those were some of the offensive numbers. Ace serves, I know that Lila Schlichting had a couple in the third set tonight. Meadow Zimpel had a couple in that third set as well. Avery Polzel with an ace serve in the fifth set for the Alexandria Cardinals. And Ella Eisel had an ace serve earlier on in tonight's match. Rocori had some aces as well. Jessica Bowes a couple in succession back in set number 1, which was a 10-point Rocori victory. And other than that, an ace serve here or there. Elliot Satterstrom had one as well. But the Cardinals able to do a decent job at receiving the Rocori serves. And as pointed out, I think the Cardinals were much more in system in the last 3 sets than they were in the first 2 of the night. Tim, sharing some numbers on Diggs with the defensive work tonight. What were you able to come up with?
Well, I did something different the last couple matches. I've tried to distinguish between passes and digs. And so Emily Doherty, with a very busy night as the libero always is on every team, but I had her for 43 successful passes to the setter and 22 digs. Ella Eisel with 10 passes and 9 digs. Campbell Jensen, 15 passes and 2 digs. Sydney Kroc, 12 passes and 5 digs. That's kind of those would be our leaders. Number of the other players had their share of opportunity. I guess the only other one in double figure with more than 5 would have been Meadow Zimpel with 6 digs.
Okay, excellent. So thank you for the breakdown on that. So Alexandria with the defeat, now at 3-1 in the Central Lakes Conference. That includes a 3-1 overall record. But again, plenty of non-conference competition coming up for the Alexandria Cardinals this weekend down in Marshall, with a couple of matches tomorrow and then more on Saturday. Again, the set-by-set scores: Rocori winning 25-15, 25-18, 12-25, 15-25, and 15-13 in the deciding set. Tim, I will look forward to rejoining you and JP tomorrow night. We will be at a familiar venue, but our first visit of the year to the Alexandria Area High School Stadium for the Cardinal football team's home opener.
Yeah, a little switch gears from volleyball to football tomorrow night.
Yeah, it'll be our second football broadcast of the year. We've had 3 volleyball broadcasts so far. Number 4 for volleyball will be a week from tonight down in the Granite City. Tim, great to work with you once again. Thanks much, and we'll see you in less than 24 hours from the Alexandria Area High School Stadium.
Looking forward to it.
Special thanks to Jutner Motors for presenting our post-match coverage. We do extend our appreciation to all of the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports programming that helped to bring you tonight's play-by-play. Jackson has been our KXRA radio studio engineer. J.P. Boleen has been behind the camera here at Rocori High School in Cold Spring, and our thanks to Integrity Title of Alexandria for being our signature streaming sponsor of Alexandria Cardinal play-by-play broadcasts this year. Next up for our broadcast schedule, Alexandria football tomorrow night, 6:30 for the Jutner Motors pregame show. Then the Cardinals host the Monticello Magic with game time set for 7 o'clock. Tim and I will describe it. JP will be behind the video camera to film it, and you'll be able to watch that on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube or listen to it on People Radio KXRA. Again, Rocori prevails over Alexandria in Central Lakes Conference volleyball, 3-2. This is DMAC, Dave McClurg, saying so long from Rocori High School in Cold Spring.